Okay. Wait, is the mic even working? It should be. You know what? Let's raise up the volume a tiny little bit. And for whatever reason, the moment I open my mouth, chat is actually showing up on the layout. I didn't even take that into account until I saw it. Huh. But with that being said, how to do, ladies and gentlemen? How to do? How to do? How to do? How to do? Why am I repeating myself so much? I don't know, guys. I'm feeling a little unfocused, to say the least, guys, because this freaking video, man, it's been taking up all my time because the moment I turn off my PC and think to myself, you know what, like, here's the thing when it comes to making these videos, guys, because as far as my editing laptop is concerned, I cannot record with OBS for whatever reason, at least when it comes to a streaming platform. So every time I need to get footage from a particular Loud House episode, I need to boot up my PC, open up Paramount Plus, open up OBS on my PC, get the recorded footage, and then mail it to myself so I can edit it on my laptop. So I can at least edit comfortably from my bed, because I'm gonna be honest, guys, this PC from 2017, it cannot handle editing software without crashing too quickly. So I am relatively compromised, and as it turns out, Paramount Plus is down this morning. Or afternoon. I almost forget. It's like 11:40 over here, guys, but for most of you guys, it's like 2 p.m., 3 p.m. So I went on Twitter, and yeah, okay, it wasn't just a problem on my end. Where's my Chrome tab? Hold on. Yeah, apparently Paramount Plus is down pretty much basically everywhere, both in the US and in Mexico, even though it's completely different servers and whatnot. So yep, if I want my video to, at the very least, have decent enough B-roll in a couple parts, I'm gonna have to delay the next video for maybe one more week. Which really pisses me off because I don't know how. Man, here I am paying 150 pesos a month for this crap, and it can't even do the bare minimum of being accessible when I need it. So yeah, guys, in terms of the next TLH video, the plan was for it to be uploaded this afternoon, after stream at some point, or maybe tomorrow morning, but I don't know how long this hiatus is gonna last. So maybe next week, maybe the week after that. Honestly, guys, I'm legitimately a little tilted, to say the least. So I figured, hey, you know what? I may as well get streaming out of the way, and hopefully by the time I'm done, or at some point in the afternoon, Paramount Plus servers will be back up so I can get the recording and whatnot. But it is what it is, guys. It is what it is. I really can't complain, and I just realized I can't even see chat. I can see it on the layout, but it's too small for me to read it from there, so let me pull out my phone real quick. Also, with that being said, hello Swamp, hello Stir, or at least anyone I saw before I started streaming. Hold on. Where the frick is the chat? Take your time, YouTube Oma, we'll take your time. Hello Erica, hello Jorge, and I think that's it. As far as people who are talking in chat are concerned. Wish Paramount would give marketing towards Loud House specials. I mean, we more or less went all out when it came to No Time to Spy. Hello, Tails. Yes, we are starting a lot earlier than usual, now that I think about it. I usually started at like 2 p.m. Pacific, but I figured, hey, since I can't edit, I can't get to work with editing the next video, I figured, hey, I may as well get streaming out of the way early enough in the day. But it is what it is. Like, I'm so close, guys. Like, the video is going to be about 24 minutes long. I've edited about 18 of them. I wish I could show you guys, but that would require, actually, I do have a face cam, but I left it back at my parents' house. But you know what? It is what it is, guys. It is what it is. But I don't know, guys. After seeing how much the Mario Galaxy review bombed in terms of viewership, like, you just think to yourself, okay, I gotta get this up there just for the sake of not screwing myself with the algorithms and whatnot. And it feels like every time I want to get back into it, it just gets, there's just something in my way that's beyond my control. But oh well. It sucks when something keeps getting in the way of finishing something, especially when you're so close to the end. Yes. 6 minutes, guys. Like, that usually just takes one afternoon, at least on my days off of work. Like, if I lock in on one morning, boom, the video is done. Like, it's not necessarily a matter of how much I'm editing. It's just a matter of do I need to boot up my PC and record something on Netflix or OBS for this editing project in particular? Because it is definitely the case, because I talk about the Casagrandes movie, I talk about some very specific moments from several Loud House episodes that are not available on YouTube. Not even like a 5-minute summary or those things that they do for YouTube Kids. But, oh frickin' well. Chilling at a nearby playground this day, nice weather, family's having fun. Ironically, Slump, it has been raining all morning over here, so I guess fate loves irony. I'm not sure what to make of it. An NES-style platformer on PC? It's a fan game? Maybe stir, but okay. In terms of platformers, though, Mario Odyssey is definitely taking priority, guys, just because, to be honest, I'm a little surprised that I did not play that game as soon as I got my Switch back in, I think it was 2022? Yeah, 2022. And even then, like, I don't know. All I know is I definitely want to get into that game as soon as I can. But first things first, guys, as always, I want to get into some reactions. Reacting to just whatever piques my interest. Usually it's associated with Nickelodeon or something I usually talk about on the channel, but I do got a couple things in mind. First and foremost, a channel I've conveniently showed up because of the YouTube algorithms that I did subscribe to a while back, guys, and it's definitely piqued my interest, to say the least. I don't know if you guys have heard of him. Aggressively Average. People call him Aggro. He basically reviews individual episodes of a lot of the Dan Schneider shows from Nickelodeon, but every now and again he does do some animated shows like Fairly Odd Parents in this particular instance. So I want to see if I can get a feel of I want to see if reacting to him on stream, I actually have fun reacting to him on stream instead of just listening to him in the background every now and again when I'm at work. So for now, we're going to react to the most traumatizing episode of Fairly Odd Parents. Okay, that's a little exaggerative, man. But that's what we're going to do, and rainy would be good for a Mudkip. I guess you're not wrong, Swamp. Oh, hey Jay, welcome to the stream. But alright guys, let's get right into it. And do I want to turn on captions for this? I kind of do, I'm not gonna lie. Wait, Tracy, who's living the Dreamboat review? What do you mean?
Back when I was a kid, I absolutely loved Fairly Odd Parents. But
I kind of still do. It's definitely fallen from grace, but I still, like... Is there a single Nickelodeon show where I'm not like, oh, the first couple seasons were great, but after that, it really sucked? Like Avatar, after season 3, after we got Korra, it definitely took a decline in quality. Fairly Odd Parents, SpongeBob, Total Drama. Okay, that's not Nickelodeon, but still. The Loud House. Huh. I guess it's only the animated ones.
there was one episode that actually disturbed the fuck out of me when I was younger. And
Funnily enough, I did watch this episode a lot of times, guys, because I had the DVD for the Jimmy Neutron crossover, the third part. I think it was called Power Hour 3, and it included this episode just as a bonus. This one and another one. I don't remember exactly which one. Right, the one where they're in the Wild Wild West. So I do remember this episode vividly.
I'm talking about the episode That's Life, where Timmy's dead, neglected gerbil rises from the dead.
Erica, why would... Okay, I guess with a male pregnancy, it would be a little traumatizing in some ways. I don't know. Yeah, that is really weird. Even for comedic, even when you look at it from a completely comedic perspective, that is weird.
Then tries to murder his entire family. What? I thought this was a show.
That is what... Okay.
Show about magic and whimsy, and yet here we are. This one is seriously creepy, and it reminds me more of something you would have seen on Cartoon Network back in the day, like on Courage the Cowardly Dog.
I don't think, Mr. Chloe, I don't have access to, you know, if you did... You know what, Mr. Chloe, let me put it this way. If it's up on Twitter, wink wink, then I'll check it out. Otherwise, I really have no means of accessing it, to say the least.
For example. But seeing Timmy's dead hamster try to murder his entire family after he got back from the...
There's really no sugarcoating it, guys. That's exactly what happens in this episode.
Dead was a plot that stuck with me, for better or for worse.
I don't know how I glossed over it. I was like 9 years old when I had this DVD, guys.
Hell, even if you ignore how creepy this episode actually is, it's extremely lore-breaking as well. They literally break multiple rules that are mainstay rules in the Fairly OddParents universe.
Wait, how?
Pisses me off. And I almost have to wonder what Nickelodeon's weird fetish was with this episode, because they not only
Okay, hold on. I wouldn't call it a fetish by any stretch. But you know what? Let's hear it out. Let's hear it out.
Cartridge, but they also released it on multiple Video Now discs, which is fucking
Wait, what the heck is video? What's... Should I know what this is, guys?
wild. And since it's been over 22 years since this episode first
Oh
aired,
gosh, why you gotta remind me of my age, dude? Like, why you gotta do this to me? Why? Just why?
and we're right on the brink of spooky season, I figured it was
Yeah, Odd West. That's what it was called, Swamp. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know.
the perfect time to revisit this one and face my demons. As always, if you guys like this video, please throw us a like and maybe even subscribe. I might just perform a voodoo ritual and try to reanimate my old pets.
Wait, what? Oh, okay. I was about to say, like, what?
If you do. And if you have any other episodes or shows you'd like me to cover in the future, let me know in the comments. Alright, let's dive in. Before the episode
Okay, how old is this upload? Now that I think about it. Okay, it's from September.
even begins, I'm already scared. Timmy's cowering behind a tombstone, while this shadow figure with ripped apart ears and chipped teeth is towering over him, which
Okay, in retrospect, yeah, that is a pretty gruesome thumbnail or title card. Especially because I vividly remember the music in the background. You know, the whole did it, did it, did it, did it, did it. I feel like the sound editing is not giving it the gravitas it deserves. Know what I mean?
which is just hinting at the terror that awaits. Then, the first scene is Timmy scarfing down a pizza and not wanting to share any with Cosmo and Wanda.
Okay, you know what? I can respect that. They're fishes. You should not be feeding them pizza of all
Who
things.
complain they're hungry. Where'd he get the pizza? His parents wouldn't have bought that for him. The
Just for him? I mean, yeah, that is true. How did he buy it? I don't think his parents would have cared.
fairies could have poofed up their own pizza. Also, Timmy's fairies are actually so hungry that they decay and turn into literal skeletons.
Okay, come on. They're just exaggerating, but yeah.
We're
Wait, do fishes even have skeletons? I don't know, man. I really don't know.
only a few seconds into the episode, and already death. Mom notices the floating fish skeletons and scolds Timmy.
That's no way to take care of your pets. Just look at them. No wonder all your pets I mean, ran away while you were at summer camp.
I do remember this running gag, though. It was kind of crazy.
How many living beings has Timmy and his family neglected to the point of death?
Oh, you'll find out, man. You'll find out.
What is their kill count? And why has Mom allowed this to happen? Like, if she saw that her son was irresponsible and never fed his pets, why did she keep buying him new pets to kill?
That's what I'm saying.
The award-winning garden. Everything I touch dies.
Oh gosh, I did not mean to skip so much. Ugh.
It's here. I'm pretty sure it's
That's the thing, guys. If you accidentally press a number key, apparently it's a YouTube shortcut. Hold on. Oh gosh.
Why? So she said, my soon-to-be award-winning garden, knowing damn well that it looks like a barren wasteland out there.
Yeah, why even make that observation when you're just gonna... Never mind.
You really think everything's gonna grow in one fucking day, Miss Turner?
Yeah.
The big veg out contest is tomorrow, and Mom really wanted to win. With that fucking garden.
Yeah, she's made absolutely zero progress for anything resembling a good garden, and she was saying, oh, it's award-winning. Like, bro, read the room.
Why did she even get her hopes up? Dad scopes out the
A cheap DVD player that has discs that costs $8? Really? I was not aware of that, sir. Wow, I guess it was either... I guess I wasn't exposed enough to American media, or maybe it was before my time? I don't know, man.
competition next door, and of course, the Dinkelbergs have the nicest garden known to man. It resembles the Garden of Eden. They could probably end world hunger with their backyard alone.
Okay, how the heck are you growing plants with chlorinated? Never mind. Okay, I'm being picky again. Sorry, guys.
Timmy doesn't get it and says, what's so bad about the Dinkelbergs? They're pretty nice.
Yeah, they always have been.
And his parents are so triggered that they actually both burst into tears and hug each other for comfort, totally ashamed of their son, just wondering where they went
Jeez.
wrong. I feel like Timmy was just trying to rage bait his parents here. I'm pretty sure it's already established that they fucking hate the Dinkelbergs.
Yeah.
His parents actually
Yeah, you did not need to provoke. You did not need to rage bait them like that, homie.
cry for 3 hours straight, and I'm guessing Timmy just sat.
Okay, that's the thing, sir. I'm familiar with the GBA cartridges, like that had, like, say, a SpongeBob episode or a Fairly Odd Parents episode, but not that disc thing. Surprisingly.
In his bed for 3 hours doing nothing, just watching them cry? Timmy feels bad for inflicting so much emotional damage, so he decides
Emotion. Okay, sorry. The memes in me, sometimes they just trigger, guys. Know what I mean?
to wish for Mom's garden to be full of life to cheer her up. And when the garden springs to life, the parents believe their miracle tears are what helped it grow.
Tears of sorrow have brought my garden to life.
Okay. Quick
Okay.
sidebar. I love how the parents think they have miracle tears that can produce hundreds and hundreds of fruits and vegetables on command. And they
Okay.
want to use this power to win a contest, not to end world hunger, not to help people, to win a
Okay, I think they're too shallow and dim-witted to care anyways, aggro, so that's probably why.
contest. Classic. Also, a couple things. One, why the fuck is the sun setting at 3 p.m.? That's
Oh my gosh, that's true.
clearly a sunset type sky.
Yeah, it's purplish dark? I don't know how to describe it, but that's definitely not 3 p.m. sunlight at any time of the year, guys. At least wherever Dimmsdale is, which is somewhere in the United States? I honestly don't know, guys.
Two, just because Timmy wished for the entire garden to be full of life doesn't mean Miss Turner planted all those fucking fruits and vegetables.
Yeah, I don't think she did.
How many fucking days would it have taken to plant that many things? And how did she keep planting them over and over knowing they just kept dying? That's insane. Everyone's happy, but by the time the sun goes down, the nightmare begins. Since Timmy wished for the entire garden to be full of life, his dead gerbil Eddie, who was buried back there, starts to reanimate. And even just his hand is creepy.
Let me get this straight. You had his dead pet gerbil buried in that same garden where you intended to grow all these fruits, all this different vegetation. Isn't that okay? I'm not an agricultural expert by any means, guys, but isn't that kind of counterintuitive? I really don't know. If anyone knows, please enlighten me.
Ugh.
And I'm not saying that sarcastically.
And I do have to point out that it's explicitly stated in the rules that you cannot wish for someone dead to come back to life.
I mean, to be fair though, he didn't wish for it directly, but yeah, shouldn't the magic have that restriction, or can it actually get away with that kind of side effect? I don't know, man.
There's nothing in the rules that says I can't wish for the B word.
Wait, what B word?
No wishing yourself into a fairy, no wishing someone back to life, no Tom Cruise. Darn it!
Wait, what do you got against Tom Cruise though? Okay, to be fair, he is a little crazy,
So even
especially back in the early 2000s, but
though that's not intentionally what Timmy wished for here, it's kind of sus that it could happen at all. I don't know. Hell, you can't even wish to win a fucking
wait, can it, Erica? Oh, okay, that's, I guess, yeah, that checks out. That checks out.
contest.
At least from what little I know.
Things that can't be wished for. Winning a contest or
Okay, to be fair though, it's not like they're giving him the award immediately. It's giving him the means to try. I don't know, man. Yeah, that's the one thing that's always bothered me about Fairly Odd Parents as a whole. They just slap their own rules in the face.
when you laugh,
Literally.
have licked your card.
Which is exactly what he's doing. He made this wish knowing it would help his parents win the damn garden.
Like, I don't know. Sometimes, like say you enter some sort of math competition and you wish to know basic math. Would the magic wear off as soon as the competition starts? Or, like, are you allowed to wish for a means to practice for a competition? Or is that too much? Like, I don't know, man. This rule is just so vague. Like, there's so many potential loopholes, and they never clarify what can actually go.
Contest. You know, I used to think fairly
Well, Swamp, they were not necessarily being too they were really on the nose with the satire, Swamp. So whatever you learn from South Park, A lot of it is true.
The Odd Parents were really
Mom, Tom Cruise won't come out of my closet. I do remember that episode a little bit.
good at following their own lore in the early series, but we're only at season 3, and this shit already breaks 2 of the major rules set up in the initial show. So
Yeah.
what the fuck? Seriously, how hard is it to have a real physical fucking rule book and just write every rule you ever make in it? It's not that goddamn difficult.
Or, I mean, tell it to the writers, man. It's not the fact that they didn't write it down. It's the fact that they ignored it altogether. In retrospect, he is pretty horrifying. Like, I know he's undead, but oh my gosh. Look at this thing. His tail is completely made of bones. There's a large scar on the top of his head that you can actually see his brains. He's bruised. He's at, oh my gosh, poor little guy.
Jesus. That thing is creepy.
Yeah.
What the fuck even is that?
Poor little guy.
You can see his damn brain hanging out through his cracked
Exactly.
skull.
Ugh.
He looks like how Mojo Jojo would look after getting beat.
Yeah, I did, official, and am I supposed to be surprised in any way? Like, guys, let's be real. Did a single person think, oh, Timmy totally married Trixie or Veronica or Chloe in the end? Like, no. Like, even with... I don't remember the last time we saw Tootie in a canonical episode, at least before the show officially ended, if you can even call that an ending. But let's be real, guys. It was always meant to be Tootie, no matter how much... You know what? Let me put it this way. Romance was not Fairly Odd Parents' forte with any of the girls.
To shit by the Powerpuff Girls. And Eddie just fucking stares at Timmy, shakes, and drools. Timmy's excited to see his old pet and acts like it's just his lost pet that ran away who's finally come home. Does he not see the fucking...
Yeah, does he look... I mean, I guess when you think about it, he might be under the impression that he just got really hurt and survived. I guess the line between wounded and undead is a little too blurry.
Exposed brain and tail made up of straight bone. So
Yeah,
when Eddie
exactly.
tries to fucking kill Timmy immediately while drooling, might I add, he strangles Timmy, then starts beating the absolute shit out of him until Cosmo and Wanda stopping by poofing up a cage for him to go in. And all Timmy has to say is, Eddie, where have you been? He just crushed Timmy's windpipe.
Yeah, he just went out of his way to assault you. Like, maybe you should have bigger questions.
And then bashed his skull on the floor a dozen times. And all Timmy can ask is,
Oh my gosh, season 7. How long did this show go on for? 12 seasons? 13? I really don't know, guys. I did not pay much attention to the later seasons. The fact of the matter is, the canonical love interest was gone for that long. Really telling of what priorities the production team had.
where you been, buddy? Also, I don't know why they didn't poof up the cage a little tighter, because Eddie could totally slip right through those fucking
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
bars. Eddie violently twitches and shakes every couple of seconds, and Timmy's over here talking about where have you been, as if Eddie is just this normal, healthy-looking creature who just ran away. He just tried to kill you minutes ago, Timmy. Show some self-preservation, my God. Instead of going to get a priest, Timmy leaves all day to hang out with his friends, and Cosmo and Wanda are creeped the fuck.
Really? Your gerbil just... Your presumably absent gerbil is back after who knows how long, and he really... Like, I don't know, guys. If my long-lost pet came back home out of the blue, yeah, screw my plans for the day. I'm spending it with him.
Fuck out, so they trespass in the Dinkelberg's pool and have a great time. Later on, when Timmy gets home, he opens the cage door and nearly gets killed yet again. Is brother suicidal and just not telling us? Why is he giving Eddie so many chances?
Like, read the frickin' room, bro.
To kill him?
I wish I could shrink down to Eddie's size and give him a big hug.
Is Timmy slow?
Yeah, he was pretty stupid. And yeah, I as a kid, I couldn't care less, but nowadays I'm like, yeah, this makes no sense.
Eddie almost killed him multiple times while Timmy was 500 times.
He assaulted you twice. He shredded your clothes, he left you naked, and he clearly wants you dead. What? And your first instinct is, I wish I could shrink down to his size to hug him. Like, dude. Like, dude. Just, dude. You know what? Let me rephrase that. Why? Just why? Like, even for an episode that came out in, like, what, 2002? What was it, 2002? This just makes no sense.
And now He wants to even the playing field?
Like, I can't really play the it's a product of its time card or anything along those lines. This is just dumb.
Shrink down to his size so it's easier for Eddie to kill him? Timmy is dumb as hell. So they figure out that Eddie's actually dead, and he's pissed at Timmy for letting him die.
Wait, that was out his window. That was in front of his window the whole time, and he just noticed?
But Timmy is confused because turns out Dad was supposed to be the one taking care of him while Timmy was away at summer camp. Camp.
What
I did love that running gag, though.
was I supposed to do while Timmy was away at summer camp? Feed the
Oh, Arian, at the end of the stream, I'm gonna put an invite to the Discord server. At the end of the stream. Hold on.
gerbil.
Oh my gosh. I forgot about this visual, guys. Oh my... Dude!
Mary, the gerbil that was supposed to be fed while Timmy was at summer camp.
That's absolutely terrifying.
Yeah, that is a horrifying visual, especially even for a kid's show.
Horrifying even.
Like, he's dead! Completely anorexic, completely deprived of food, covered in flies. No, just no. Oh my gosh, yeah, this is more horror gruesome than what I remember.
Surely it would have taken weeks, if not months, to go from a healthy gerbil to a skeleton corpse, right? And honestly,
Jeez.
is this an Eddie flashback? Because it's from the dad's point of view, and we see the to-do list, which Eddie has never seen before. So how the fuck could this be an Eddie flashback?
Maybe there's a clue in that line of food pellets that reads, "Get Dad."
Why would he write that down instead of just...
He could just do that the whole time?
Yeah, that's
Why
what I'm
did he
saying.
stay around all day when Timmy went out with his friends? So he locks Timmy up in the cage behind him and goes off to kill Dad. And
I
avenge
guess
his
it
own
now occurred to him? Okay, this plot is making less and less sense as time goes on.
Oh my gosh! Cosmo, Wanda! Don't let Eddie's totally justified rage ruin my mom's chance of winning the vetcha!
What?
What?
Did he just wish himself back to normal?
Why would he just not wish himself? Yeah, exactly. You know what? Let him talk. Let him talk. Let him talk.
Size, or at least tell Cosmo and Wanda to go keep an eye on his dad and make sure he doesn't get murdered.
Exactly.
But no, the vegetables are the most important thing. I'm pissed. Eddie's first.
Like, forget the contest. There's an undead gerbil out to get you, bro.
kill attempt against Dad is making him trip and fall down the
Like, how much, how long, and for how much do they expect me to suspend my disbelief? Genuinely.
stairs. But luckily, Cosmo helps him out and keeps him from breaking his fucking neck. Timmy breaks out of the gerbil cage and tackles Eddie before he can bash Mr. Turner's skull in.
Okay, to be fair, hold on, play that again.
Timmy breaks out of the gerbil cage and tackles Eddie before he can bash Mr. Turner's
Okay, I think with a piece of wood that small, I don't think from someone as strong as him, I don't think it would have done much. I guess it would have been like a light tap. I don't know. If it was like a knife, it'd be a different story, but I guess you can't show that in a kid's show, as ironic as it might sound. You can show a zombie gerbil with his brain sticking out, attempting to commit murder, but I guess a knife would be too much.
skull in. Dad, run! How exactly is he supposed to run? He's a human pinata.
Eddie's back from the dead and he wants to kill you!
Kill me?
Why would he want to kill me? Your mom was the one who got to feed him while you were at summer camp. I don't know why that line sticks with me so hard, guys. Even after all these years.
Would he want to kill me? Your mom's the one that forgot to feed him when you went to summer camp.
Okay, when you were at summer camp. My bad. I didn't phrase it exactly.
Mr. Turner had no reaction to the whole Eddie's back from the dead thing? He didn't even care that his son was fucking 2 inches tall?
Okay, to be fair, he can't see him or turn around, but still.
Now, Eddie wants to murder Mom instead, and he swings in from a wire and tries to slash her right in the neck.
Okay, see, now that would have done some damage. I don't know why that wasn't the plan when he was targeting Dad.
In the frickin' jugular. But Cosmo saves the day once again. Mom goes inside.
Oh my gosh, Swamp, you're right. How many times have we seen Vicky with like a flamethrower, a chainsaw, or some sort of makeshift lethal weaponry? I don't get that. What the frick is the FCC smoking, man, that they're so inconsistent with their policies? Assuming it's the FCC calling these shots, which they probably are, but I don't know.
To cheat in the contest some more and get some canned yams to pass off as her own yams to give to the judges. Look, I'm pretty sure people can.
She's not even gonna question the giant accent that she's using as a can opener. I have so many questions, guys.
Pass off has her own yams to give to the judges. Look, I'm pretty sure people can tell the difference between yams from a can
Yeah.
that are already peeled, sliced, and cut into pieces, all slimy and shit, and raw yams from a garden.
Yeah. I can easily tell the difference between a freshly cut pineapple and canned pineapples, guys. Like, it's really not that complicated.
Also, the contest is called the Veg Out, and Mrs. Turner is clearly preparing fruits to be reviewed by the
Okay, I'm guessing veg out is just a general statement. Just anything you can grow in a garden, more or less.
judges. What's the truth? Eddie has set up a violent death trap for Mom with the aim of slicing her skull in two. Mom
Okay, to be fair though, Arian, at the very least, them being negligent parents serves something of a purpose in Fairly Odd Parents. Like, it's the reason he has fairies in the first place. Like, fairies get assigned to children that are miserable to make them happy. He has a cruel babysitter. His parents don't give a crap. He's got a lot of... His teacher is out to get him. He gives him Fs constantly. Okay, to be fair, he gives Fs to everyone. But the point is, at least it serves a purpose. With Family Guy, they try to play it for laughs, but even then, it's not funny most of the time.
uses the blade to
At least nowadays. Back in the earlier seasons, I definitely got a couple laughs when they were picking on Meg or whatever.
open the canned yams, completely oblivious
Another show where it was actually really good in the early seasons, but now it just sucks.
to her almost dying, which is fucking insane. How does she not see that thing right in front of her? Timmy stops
Oh my gosh, you're right, Tracy. How did he set up this whole booby trap?
Eddie and begs him for mercy. And when he finally says, "I'm sorry," Eddie has a change of heart and decides not to commit homicide anymore.
That's all it took? That's all it took? Just, I'm sorry, that's it?
Get my mom to safety! I love this job!
Couldn't you just wish for the axe to disappear, bro? Okay, to be fair, he is 10 years old. He's kind of stupid sometimes.
Isn't it cheating that your mom's using canned yams?
Isn't it cheating that your mom's using canned yams?
That's what I'm saying.
Cheating that the entire fucking garden wasn't actually grown?
Okay, he got me there. He got me there.
It's all just poofed up from a wish, Wanda? Fuck you.
I like this guy. Have y'all noticed that? I really like this guy.
He actually saves Timmy's life, and this is perhaps maybe the most upsetting part of the entire episode.
Uh-huh. Oh gosh, I remember this, guys. This next shot is not necessarily for the faint of heart. And now that I remember it vividly as again, as a kid, it didn't bother me, but now as an adult, I'm like, this is messed up. So, viewer discretion is advised.
I can fix that.
Disgusting, upsetting, a core memory.
Gosh, man.
What a
I don't know how Kid Me managed to gloss over any of this. I guess I just wasn't familiar with the concept of death and body horror. I don't know, man.
shame. So Mrs. Turner wins the garden contest, which is fucking wild because you are not allowed to use magic to win competitions. You simply aren't. This is explicitly in the rules. I know I mentioned it earlier.
Yeah, it's been emphasized plenty of times, homie.
But I'm pissed.
According to the rules, we can't help you win a contest,
Aggressively aggressive. Yo, tell that to him.
Timmy. That'd be cheating. Everything I touch dies.
Oh, Dinkelberg! Aren't you gonna come over and give my wife a congratulatory hand touch?
Bro. Did he just attempt to murder Dinkelberg? Like, unironically?
Dad literally tries to fucking kill Dinkelberg.
Exactly.
He wants him dead. Hell, in Channel Chasers, he even tries shooting a bazooka at his home.
Oh my gosh, I forgot about this.
He clearly wants death.
Why though? Like, okay, he's got a better life than you, but is that it? Just this petty sense of jealousy, homie? Like, don't get me wrong, Dinkelberg memes are funny, but oh my gosh, bro.
He tapes up Eddie's severed body, which they're outside now, and he broke his body in half in the kitchen.
Tracy, I'm guessing he broke him in half just because his undead body is actually kind of fragile in some ways. I don't know how to describe it. Like, if you've seen zombie shows before, then you more or less have a grasp on it.
Did Timmy carry his broken in half mangled corpse from the kitchen to the outside? Better
Oh
yet,
gosh, I don't even want to think about it. Please, just stop.
why didn't he just wish for Eddie to be one piece again?
Yeah, you could have just healed him with magic. Come to think of it, you're not really resurrecting the dead or anything. You're just You're just restoring him.
instead of just taping him up. Also, is Timmy gonna keep him? The episode basically
Yeah, so what
ends
now?
with him being alive.
And also, I don't think we ever see him again after this episode, do we?
And with that being the
Okay, I do remember Eddie from one episode, but I think it aired before this one. So, I don't know, man. Just like with TLH, guys, it's just another classic case of inconsistent timeline.
case, why the fuck does he end up on Unwish Island or whatever it's called in Timmy's Secret Wish?
Oh. That I did not know. Or remember, rather.
He never got unwished. How does it make any sense?
But I wonder what happened to my kitty, my bunny, my ferret, my ocelot, my puppy, and my parrot. Mom and Dad also said.
Oh gosh, all the memories are coming back to me, guys. All the memories are coming back to me, guys, and it is so much worse. It is so much worse than what I remember. Play the clip.
Ran away while I was at summer camp.
Oh my gosh, did you have to show the bunny like that?
It's a creepy as hell ending, which
Yes.
is fitting for such a traumatizing episode. But also,
Okay, you know what? Usually when people use the word traumatizing, I'm almost convinced that most of the time they're exaggerating, but you know what? It fits. It fits with this episode, guys. It really does.
so, why didn't the other dead creatures wake up at the same time as Eddie and the other plants?
That's a good question.
I think even more hands pop up than pets that Timmy named. I think there's extra
Wait, hold on. Okay, you know what? Say that list all over again.
dead creatures.
Mom and Dad.
Say that again. Say that again.
Whatever it's called in Timmy's Secret Wish. He never got unwished. How does it make any sense?
But I wonder what happened to my kitty, my bunny, my ferret, my ocelot, my.
Kitty, bunny, ferret, ocelot, puppy, parrot. 6 pets.
Mom and Dad also said ran away while I was at summer camp.
There's the parrot. Hold on. There's the parrot. We do see the bunny. I'm guessing those are both of the parrot's legs, and that's the puppy? Is that the ferret? Is that which one is which? I don't know.
That's a creepy as hell ending, which is fitting for such a traumatizing episode. But also,
Yeah.
why didn't the other dead creatures wake up at the same time as Eddie and the other plants? Hell, I think even more hands pop up than pets that Timmy named. I think there's extra dead creatures down there.
Yeah,
Timmy doesn't
but
even know about.
Do you really want to go out of your way to count it? I kind of don't.
Also, Timmy is supposed to only be 10 years old, and since all these pets are from the past, then he was an even younger kid at the time when he got them. So really,
Yeah.
Timmy's parents should have been responsible for making sure they got fed and kept alive.
Okay, to be fair though, it's more or less established that they're not responsible in any way.
Also, when Timmy lists his former animals, he mentions having an ocelot.
But I wonder what happened to my kitty, my bunny, my ferret, my ocelot, my puppy, and my parrot.
Wait, can he legally own a pet ocelot? I don't know, man.
Mom and Dad also said ran away while I was at summer camp.
I didn't know what that was, and turns out it's a fucking
The only reason I know what an ocelot is, guys, is just because Doofenshmirtz was raised by them. That's it.
wildcat. Who the hell is Timmy? A wildcat? And what's worse is they're threatened as a species, and he let his die. I think that's gotta be a crime. And in my Timmy's Secret Wish video,
Kinda.
I talk a lot about how Timmy is low-key a sociopath, and this episode definitely shows that side of him. When he sees Eddie for the first time,
Yeah, I'm not sure who I can pin more as more of a sociopath. At least when it comes to this episode in particular, either him or his parents. Like there's a fine line between cartoonishly negligent or oblivious and whatever the heck this is, if I'm being honest.
Has no reaction to his mangled, decrepit body. He doesn't even notice the exposed brain and rotting flesh.
You know what, Tracy? Realistically, he probably would have gotten Sparky killed as well. But he's a fairy dog or something. I'm guessing he's immortal. He doesn't need to eat. I don't know what to make of him. Can we just pretend Sparky never existed? Most of the community already does. So let's leave it at that.
And a normal person would have screamed in terror, but Timmy didn't even bat an eye. And while Timmy seems unbothered by Eddie the dead gerbil, I, on the other hand, am still disturbed by this episode, and it still haunts my nightmares even 23 years later. But enough of me yapping.
Oh my gosh, why you gotta show that visual again, man?
Think of That's Life. Is this episode a classic of your childhood, or did you forget about this one on purpose?
I guess I kind of forgot about it, and maybe it was for the best. Until now.
Let me know how you're feeling in the comments, and let's kick it. And as always, I gotta give a throbbing. Oh,
hey, yo, what the? What the? Hey, yo. Hold on. Do I want to replay that? I don't think I do. You know what? Never mind. Hey, yo.
Shout out out to the Patreon and channel members. Oh my god, I love you guys. If you're still here, that's great. Why not make sure you're subscribed and possibly check out some other videos?
Hold on. What is it? What is this annotate? What is this thumbnail? What is this title, man? Timmy wished for a... Do I want to look at that on stream, or am I risking getting demonetized? I don't know. I don't know, guys. This guy is cool, but his humor is definitely a little over the top for my preferences. I mean, I'm subscribed to him, and I watch his videos when I'm busy at work every now and again, but hey, yo. Hey, yo. I'll just leave it at that. A to the yo. I'll leave it at that. You know what, Tracy? Just because we've already reacted to the other 2 episodes of the Lori and Bobby breakup, yeah, I guess I may as well. But first things first, guys. I'm gonna take a bit of a break because we've been at it for like what, an hour now? Okay, 45 minutes. But the point is, I do want to get into the habit of running an ad break every now and again. Not really an ad break, just a break in general for the stream. So with that being said, I'll be right back. Okay. Wait, did I leave the mic on? I did. I'm feeling particularly refreshed. I don't know why I said that in some random accent that I don't even recognize, but... Swamp, I think you mentioned earlier on stream that you posted something on Discord, and you know what? I think I see it. Aww, okay. It's it, but he's a little more pixely, or... Wait, did you just use... Is there like some sort of pixel art software, or did you do this yourself, Swamp? Genuinely curious. Either way, though, gas. Either way, that's gas. So you know what? I'll leave it at that. And also, whatever is here... Given to you by YouTube? What do you mean by that? If you're stressed, just remember, stress is just as... Okay, I've heard that like 10 different times. That's really nothing new. And honestly, this background kind of creeps me out. I'm not gonna lie. Do you know the old legend that says Galar is doomed if Corviknight ever disappear? Okay, that's a good one. That's a good one. Home is not a place, it's a person. Are you... I really do. Okay, first of all, what the heck is that username? Secondly, I really do wonder what the heck is going to happen with this movie, guys, because it is coming to Mexico with the Digital Circus movie, guys, because it is coming to Mexico. But apparently, if I'm going to watch it here in Mexico, I'm going to have to watch it in Spanish. Apparently, I already did look at the listings, even though they're like 2 months away. But apparently, it's all going to be Spanish. No English, even though I've watched every episode so far in English, because I do speak English. So I don't know what I'm going to do. Either I book a trip to the United States and watch it just to go to the movie theater of all things, or I sit back for 2 weeks avoiding spoilers, which is going to be downright impossible. But even then, what? This is kind of funny. I'm not sure how if I may quote Grunkle Stan, guys, I don't even know how to respond to this. I mean, I guess it makes sense. I don't know. It's just an awkward crossover. Let me put it that way. Both the select theaters in your state have been sold out the first 2 weeks. Can't even go if you tried. Oh gosh. You know, maybe I should just commit to watching it in Spanish, even though, guys, I don't know how self-loathing this might seem of my culture, but the fact of the matter is, guys, when it comes to American media, most of the time the English performances are miles better than the Spanish ones, and especially some jokes that only work in a particular language. But fact of the matter is, most of what I want to watch, most of what I grew up with, I like it a lot more in English than I ever did in Spanish. I have a certain soft spot for certain shows in Spanish, like the Latin American dub of Drake and Josh and Kids Next Door. I think they're freaking hilarious because they implement a lot of humor for Mexican culture, or to be honest, to the point where I honestly think they're funnier than the English versions. But when it comes to Digital Circus, I don't know if I can actually stomach it, to say the least. Like, I watched Hoppers in Spanish and I was like, nah, I would have liked this a lot more in English, to say the least. Same reason I waited to watch the Mario Galaxy movie until I knew there was a subtitled screening of the film, which I did have to travel for, by the way. Like, my local theater did not have it. It was done on a pixel creating website? Oh, even then, Swan, that still takes a lot of effort and talent, so mad respect. DreamWorks or Pixar or Illumination? I don't know, Arian. Okay, definitely not Illumination, because they have one... I've said this once, and I'll say it again, guys. There is only one Illumination film in their long line of, like, what, 12 films that I genuinely believe is at least a 7 out of 10. Everything else is nothing higher than that. This can also be said for the German dubs. It can be said for any dub, Swamp, because most of these iconic shows, they are produced with the English language in mind, to say the least. But alright, guys. Oh my gosh, how long is this loop? Okay, one more, but even then, let's pause it, and you know what, guys? Yeah, like I said earlier, since we did react to the other two parts of the Lori and Bobby breakup arc, I may as well react to the review of the third episode. Or the fourth episode? I don't know, guys. Point is, let's just get right into it. Living the Dreamboat review by, like I said last week, let's just call him Steam.
Greetings, everyone. This is Steam Team Read Up UK, CC Trainer Ling, and I'm back to bring you another episode review from the Loud House. But not just any episode. Today, we will be looking at
one that was actually accessible to everyone, because they did upload this episode to YouTube, guys, but not the other two parts to help viewers understand the continuity. But that would imply there was good continuity to begin with, which there really wasn't, guys. Like, this whole arc was just a narrative mess, to put it lightly.
At the season 11 premiere, which also serves as the final installment.
Oh my gosh, really, Swamp? You know what? Let's see. 4 Despicable Me movies, 2 Secret Life of Pets movies, 2 Mario movies, One Sing movie. I can't remember the okay, I only remember 9 out of the 17, man. So, yeah, please excuse me for not remembering all of them.
Installment of the Lori x Bobby breakup story arc from season 10. I could go on a long tangent about Nickelodeon skipping over most of seasons 9 and 10 and rushing through this multi-episode story arc in a matter of weeks.
By all means, man, like there's really no shame in calling out the clutter production scheduling.
As opposed to stretching it out by a few months.
Right, the Minions movies too. Oh my gosh, Tracy. I forgot about those. So what, we're at 11 now, and another one is coming, I think? Or maybe it's already out? I don't know, guys. I really don't pay enough attention in that regard.
But hey, no sense in wasting time complaining about questionable premiere schedules at this point. Okay, rambling aside, let's get right into the final episode review of the Lori x Bobby breakup arc, and the first—
That is such a mouthful of an arc. Just, you can just call it the breakup arc, man.
Episode review for season 11 of The Loud House. Today's episode is Living the Dreamboat. In this episode, Lori becomes the newest bachelorette on the Dreamboat, and when Bobby realizes he wants her back,
the moment she gets fame on TV and is looking for a new partner, that's when Bobby realizes, oh my gosh, why did I ever break up with her? Really? Now that I think about it, guys, like, I don't know if I talked about this on Discord when I was live reacting to the episode, but that is such a shallow, that just shows a lot of shallow behavior in Bobby.
He sneaks himself onto the show disguised as one of the contestants.
Which also made no sense, by the way. We bribed the other guy with chicharrones of all things? I don't get it. You know what? I can just roll with it.
After 10 seasons of the family—
Wait, there was 2 Sing movies? Okay, I am really out of the loop. Oh, that's also the Dr. Seuss movies and apparently also Hop, which I did watch, and yeah, it sucked. So probably yeah, I would say, ironically, the only non-animated Illumination film was probably their worst one. It's kind of crazy.
Simply watching the Dreamboat on TV, they finally get to see what it's like to be a part of the show itself. Honestly, I always thought Lenny would be the most likely Loud sister to appear on the show.
I guess you have to be 18 or older to participate, but I don't know, man.
Given the number of relationships she's had over the course of the series. Then again, I never imagined Lori being on the show either, considering she mentioned in Man of My Schemes that she was okay with being single.
Yeah, so I'm telling you, man, there's so much for character progression, or what little of it there was, even from such a terrible episode, but alright.
Maybe enough time had passed and she was finally ready to find a real boyfriend, not a fake one for social media clout. Anyway, not only does Lori get to be on the show, but her family is also allowed to tag along for the experience.
Yeah.
The host said they would be good for ratings, although I'm not—
Yeah, how exactly? Other than just inspiring ideas for challenges? A lot of them don't do much, now that you think about it.
Really sure how. Like, I understand the storyline reason for them being there, but they just look so out of place.
Okay, it's not just me. It's not just me that was like, for a good chunk of the episode, I was like, why are they even here?
Nonetheless, I will admit they did have a few funny moments. But before I continue talking about the Louds—
I mean, maybe, Arian, but the fact of the matter is, I don't live in the United States, so a lot of these episodes, they're not going to be as accessible to me as it is to them.
I have to first talk about the other main character of the episode, which of course is Bobby. As mentioned in Cupid's Harrow, he said he was contemplating the idea of running a mercado in Mexico, and he did in fact follow through on that.
I mean, yeah, you had to dump your girlfriend for it, but sure, man. Apparently he only dumped her for his ego just so he could show off to his grandpa, hey, I can run this market by myself. Look, I'll even dump my girlfriend for it. Like, was that really the mentality behind it? Because it just seems, somehow, I didn't think any behavior from Bobby could be any crueler than what he did in Save the Date. But somehow this just seems even worse, if not as bad.
That plan. Apparently it's a new one owned by his abuelo, so I guess Hector decided to expand the family business. Anyway, after Bobby sees Lori in a commercial for the upcoming—
Which is a little jarring now that I think about it. Like, one moment you're living, your family business is set up in northern United States and you're gonna expand all the way in southern Mexico? Okay, not southern. I don't know exactly where Michoacan is, but still.
Coming season of the Dreamboat, he freaks out and realizes that he still loves her. Well, that crazy reaction certainly came from out of nowhere. This is where I believe the entire breakup story arc needed some revisions.
Yeah. This is what I don't think this was the best starting point. You could have gone at this a little earlier, man.
It would have been,
at least judging from what I've seen from your reviews,
helpful if there had been an episode focusing on Bobby dealing with the aftermath of his breakup with—
Okay, that too, actually. That too. Like, Yeah, every episode so far has just been fixating on Lori and Bobby, or just Lori exclusively. Like, we really don't have any insight on Bobby until now. And even then, it came out of nowhere.
Lori. Maybe the episode could have had some continuity with Man of My Schemes, where Bobby finds Lori's picture of her with Parag and feels it's time to get...
Like, even though that episode is awful, like, you can still work with it, to say the least.
Dating pool himself. Perhaps he could try to find a new girlfriend, but realizes that no girl can ever truly replace Lori. That would have been a...
Yeah, he's just minding his own business on the mercado. He's conveniently watching TV. He sees Lauren. He's like, I want her back. Like, there's really no explanation other than just, oh, he's kind of jealous, I guess.
Good setup for his eventual freakout in Living the Dreamboat, but whatever. There's also another aspect to his character journey that I think would have made this entire storyline even better, but I'll talk about that later.
Oh.
So Ronnie Ann calls on
Okay.
Lori to help her brother, and the plan is to get Bobby onto the Dreamboat disguised as one of the contestants.
Uh-huh.
Lori convinces some guy named Jeremy to drop out of the show and have Bobby assume his identity. How convenient that this taxidermist just so happened to bear a somewhat striking resemblance...
Yeah, the nose, the shape of his head, that's just way too convenient, man. But hey, in these kinds of circumstances where it's a little silly, yeah, you can suspend your disbelief, no problem.
To Bobby. So Bobby, as Jeremy, has to compete in some first-round challenges with the other three guys who also want to hook up with Lori. The challenges include cooking Lori the best meal she's ever had.
Okay, that's the one thing that bothers me about this episode as a whole. Like, okay, the challenge is, inspired by Lynn Sr., cook Lori something she will love. Like, maybe it's an opportunity for Bobby to, like, one big selling point, one big plot element that Lincoln and Bobby put a lot of emphasis on is that Lincoln says, oh, you know Lori better than anyone. You got this. But he had, like, what, 4 different opportunities to prove it, and he didn't do anything. He could have cooked her a meal that she actually would have liked. He could have actually know how to make her laugh. Like, I don't know. This whole relationship just makes it, this narrative makes this relationship seem like a whole nothing burger in retrospect.
Trying to make her laugh, and who can hoist an anchor the quickest while eating hot chicken.
Okay, but that one I get. That one I get. Just because, yeah, no, most people cannot handle hot chicken wings or whatever the heck Lynn Jr. is offering here.
Wings. These were certainly some interesting challenges.
Tails. Oh my gosh, I didn't even make that connection. He does look like Shaggy Rogers. Like a Latino Shaggy Rogers.
Crafted by Lori's
You know, minus the weed.
family. That
Or I guess, switch the weed for chicharrones? Okay, that's just dumb.
much I can say. While some contestants succeed at the challenges, while others like Jaden are more obsessed with his social media following, Bobby falls somewhere in the middle. He doesn't do anything super amazing or...
Like, you could have just... I don't know why they made him fumble the cooking challenge. Most of the challenges, really. Like, instead of coming off as someone who actually knows what Lori likes or actually understands her or is trying to understand her, he just comes off as a generic, nice guys finished last goofus. Klutz, whatever you want to call him.
Or tries to stand out from the others. He's a bit clumsy, kinda nervous, and just comes off as a...
Honestly, Erica, that just... If that were the idea, he actually would have stood something of a chance. He would have been neck and neck with, what was the doctor's name? The guy that actually won? I forgot his name. It was Jet, right? Like, I don't know. Instead of just it being over in a landslide, he would have been neck and neck with, what's his name? Jet. Instead of it just seeming so one-sided from everyone's perspective.
A bit of a goof. Nonetheless, Lori begins to take notice of how genuine and thoughtful he is.
Is he, though?
At the end of the first act, Lori chooses Jet and...
Like, in retrospect, like I said, it feels like just a generic nice guy routine. Not like someone who actually knows Lori.
Jeremy to move on to the next round. Everyone is shocked at the fact that Lori chose Jeremy, of all people, to be in the final two. Everyone except Lincoln thinks Jeremy is not a serious contender.
Yeah. Even though he really should be, when you take everything about the character into account, about this Jeremy, quote-unquote.
And they laugh at the idea of Lori choosing him as the winner. Lola actually thought Jaden was more deserving of moving on to the next round. Visual evidence of him and Lori together on screen would suggest otherwise.
Okay, to be fair, though, Lori is the kind of girl who would be a little too obsessed with selfies. Okay, I guess that's more so Lenny, but still.
Despite the criticism and everyone wanting Lori to make the obvious choice by picking Jet, saying Jeremy is a loser with zero chance of winning makes the most sense from a storytelling perspective. It makes Bobby look like an underdog, and you want to see him succeed.
Even though he should be the opposite of an underdog. Like, I'm gonna be honest, guys. I'm a little fed up with underdog stories. Like this guy who dated this girl for 2 years wants her back because, yeah, maybe he came, maybe just in my own headcanon, he came to the realization that, yeah, even with this whole new venture out in Mexico, out in Michoacan, maybe breaking up with his girlfriend in the process was a mistake. Maybe that's the headcanon I should be taking, or at least the best interpretation. But the fact of the matter is, they make such a point of him of saying he knows Lori better than anyone, but he doesn't prove it. He has plenty of chances to prove it, but he just comes off as this generic klutz.
He didn't prove everyone wrong. To kick off the second act, the next challenge for Jet.
And the worst part is, this episode is a half hour long, guys, so it just drags on and on and on. Like if the plot went in a cohesive manner that I'm trying to explain here, this episode could have been like 10 minutes long, guys. Maybe 20 minutes. Maybe 10 minutes. Let's say 10 minutes.
Jet and Jeremy is to have a one-on-one date with Lori. Jet's date is very elegant, classy, and cultural.
Not really, Tails. Like, I don't think there's... Okay, maybe I just don't pay enough attention to public television, but I don't think there's an equivalent to The Bachelor here in Mexico or anything along those lines.
While Bobby's date is, well, not elegant, classy, and cultural. Still, Bobby performs a kind gesture by giving Lori a clamshell necklace he made himself.
Again, just generic, clumsy, nice guy stuff that you would see in any other romance story.
Even though he wanted it to be pearls instead of a shell. Regardless, Lori still appreciates the gift, and it looked as if these two were slowly beginning to feel a connection. Additionally, Jeremy's idea...
A connection that really could have been built from the beginning when you take the character into account, but whatever.
For a date was to go scuba diving, something Lori really enjoyed doing. It wasn't as romantic as her date with Jet, but the simplicity of her date with Jeremy wasn't a complete bust either. Well, that is until he got stung by jellyfish and nearly drowned while trying to retrieve Lori's necklace after it fell in the water. Of course, Jet is the one who saves his life, and then he finds and gives Lori the clamshell necklace Jeremy made for her.
Okay, I don't know why Lori's smiling here. That would be kind of conflicting. On one hand, he did get the necklace back, but on the other, that necklace is from another guy who's also trying to win her over. So, okay, like, why is she smiling? Like, I would be conflicted right then and there, guys.
I was honestly surprised Lori didn't tell Jet where that necklace came from. Then again, she was love-struck by his appearance, but I'll have plenty more to say about Jet's character soon enough. By the end of the competition, Lori ultimately chooses Jet as her first mate, and...
Which definitely, I guess it threw me off, but even then, guys, let's be real. Was there ever any doubt that Lori and Bobby were going to get back together? Because even from the moment I saw the synopsis for the breakup episode, what was it called? Cupid's Harrow? Even as soon as I saw the synopsis, I thought to myself, nah, they're going to get back together. We already know they're obsessed with the status quo.
Bobby sadly takes his leave, thinking he and Lori will never get back together now. So after all the encouragement from her family, Lori went for the obvious choice everyone said she should have picked all along. I understand this was done to set up for what was going to happen later, but I honestly wasn't expecting Lori to choose Jet the first time.
Yeah, me neither. Props to the show for at least being a little bit subversive in the right ways.
And I was watching the episode. As predictable as it might sound, Lori picking Jeremy over Jet would have made more sense from a character and storytelling perspective. Based on their
would it though?
Visual cues, it really did look like she was going to choose Bobby.
Like even with a half hour of screen time, this reconnection, quote unquote, I didn't feel anything for it, guys. I really didn't.
Despite not being
like, you'd think she would. There's also the fact that you think she would recognize the guy she dated for like 2 years, even under that wig and that freaking artificial. Okay, it's not that goatee or whatever. Not really a goatee, but you know what I mean.
On their visual cues, it really did look like she was going to choose Bobby. Despite not being as athletically built, educated, and attractive as Jet, Jeremy still came off as a nice guy who...
Yeah, it's just a run-of-the-mill, oh, you gotta love them for who they are kind of trope. Like, we've seen that, which, if it's done right, it can actually be interesting, but nothing about this character, at least in the 10 seasons that we've gotten to know him, says, oh, I'm just a clumsy nice guy. Like, no, Bobby is so much more layered than that, and this episode doesn't convey that.
Genuinely had something to offer.
For what's supposed to be such a dramatic culmination of his and Lori's relationship, none of his behavior reflects any of what we know about him.
Or other than good looks. This is where the story needed another revision. Just think about everything Jeremy had been doing for Lori during the events of the Dreamboat. This guy made extra sandwiches for Lori's family when he didn't have to.
You know, you'd think a guy who sells food for a living, or at least sells ingredients for a living, would actually have a grasp on knowing how to use them. But apparently he doesn't.
He was willing to help Jacques hoist the anchor when he saw how badly he was struggling to do so. Do I even have to mention the clamshell necklace?
Again, I want to feel something, but again, it just feels like generic nice guy stuff, not something Bobby would actually do.
In other words, Jeremy was simple, thoughtful, helpful, and not going out of his way.
Probably Swamp, yeah. I mean, is there any other candidate for terrible half-hour special? Yeah, Kings of the Con. I think it's a universal consensus with this community that it's a terrible episode.
To impress Lori by trying to be as flashy as possible.
Although I'm not gonna lie, this is definitely, I would say this is the second worst, if it's not first.
This is a stark contrast to Jet, the guy with the college education, a taste for international culture, and
I don't know, Arian, I haven't seen Sick as a Dad.
Well-developed six-pack. It's true.
Wait a minute, did they try to Peter and MJ them? Kinda.
Lori was feeling an attraction to Jet. Honestly, who wouldn't, given that brief description? But she was clearly feeling something.
Although I'm not gonna lie, Jet is a pretty cool name, guys. I'm not gonna lie. Not something I'd made my kid, but honestly, not a name I would be against naming a cartoon character after.
For Jeremy as well. There was a sense of compatibility when they both talked about going through an emotional breakup and feeling good about being in a different place and knowing what they wanted. Sure, Lori was a little suspicious for a split second when Bobby almost blew his cover when he mentioned Luann.
I was gonna say something, but you know what? I'm gonna let him finish.
And not wanting to lose Lori again, but still, Lori choosing Jeremy would have been a full circle moment for the underdog story the episode was setting up with Bobby.
To be honest, was the whole underdog trope warranted to begin with? Just given what we know about these characters? I don't think it was. I know I sound like a broken record at this point, guys, but I just can't emphasize it enough.
I mean, Lori didn't hold on to that clamshell necklace for nothing. Again, think about how dismissive everyone was at the prospect of Jeremy winning the competition. Lori's family was like, girl, just save yourself the time, trouble, and embarrassment and just pick Judd already. He clearly has it all, and then some. But then Lori could prove everyone wrong by saying that finding the one is about more than just what's on the surface. She could have said something like,
get it? Surface? Because they're on a boat? Okay, I'll stop.
Jeremy may not be picture perfect like Jet, but there's something about him that feels familiar. Something draws me toward Jeremy in a way that makes me feel whole again.
Yeah, if that was what Lori was actually feeling, why did she not recognize Bobby immediately? Just from one look into his eyes, his face or whatever, like they make it seem like they never had a connection before any of this. Which they definitely did. Or at least that's what I believe for several episodes.
Interestingly, Lori does say something to that effect towards the end of the episode. To put it simply, Lori's choice would not only be rooted in what she had seen on the surface, but also from what she felt deep in her heart.
Yeah. In some ways, I understand why Lori ultimately decided to get back with Bobby in the end. Like, especially thanks to that one episode. What was it called? Being Dreams? Like, she had these fantasies of, going to a brewing university, working in Paris, all this fancy idealism, all this generic, you know what, not to be too stereotypical about it, but all this generic white girl crap. Like, yeah, she was definitely caught up in the idealism and the perfectionism of that kind of luxurious life. But then she took the job as the playground monitor. Bobby wanted to be back in her life. She realized she already had everything that mattered. And you know what? That's a good arc. I wish the narrative of the story arc conveyed it better, but it's a good emotional arc to go through. From Bobby's point of view, on the other hand, yeah, it's still pretty scuffed.
Yeah, all that sounds sappy and cliche, but it would have been a good setup to Lori and...
And honestly, it's a much better interpretation than whatever the heck this episode was going for. Just the whole, let me go for the nice guy because it's what's on the inside that counts. Like, how many times in a love story have you guys heard that cliche before? Beauty and the... Like, really, the prime example of it is a classic Disney film that I think won the Oscar for Best Film, or maybe it was a candidate. Maybe it was a nominee. Beauty and the Beast.
Jeremy's first date after
like, that has been a thing since, like, the early 90s. Maybe even earlier than that, guys. So, I don't know why in 2026 we're still trying to enforce this kind of message
competition was over. But
instead of something that's still different but still equally compelling.
before I talk about that, I first have to talk about what actually happened. So once the filming of the Dreamboat was over, and during Lori and Jet's first dinner date, it turned out Jet was a narcissistic jerk with a very toxic personality.
Which kind of came out of nowhere, but at the same time, like I said, it is something of a drawback, or at least a forewarning of Lori's idealism for her life. Know what I mean?
He openly insults Lori's family and town and doesn't come off as the romantic man Lori assumed he was. He even referred to Jeremy's clamshell necklace as
Like, it's ultimately everything she was pining for, it was all performative and shallow.
junk. So yeah, despite his character checking off every box on what it means to be the kind of man a girl could only dream about, Jet was pretty much the definition of how looks can be deceiving, and he's definitely not a nice guy when the cameras stop rolling. His
Like, on one hand, I would be bothered by the whole Mary Sue kind of shtick, but at the very least, it does serve a broader and better purpose.
disrespectful attitude was further emphasized when one of the Dreamboat workers kept putting up literal red flags.
Honestly, I said this on Discord, and I'll say it again, guys. This joke would have been funny if he just placed this guy just placed the flags and didn't say anything. He was all like, "Oh, don't mind me. I'm dropping all these red flags." Bro, just shut up and put the flags. That would have been funnier. It would have been more subtle. It would have conveyed the humor a lot better.
In the
Like, just because this show is aimed at kids doesn't mean you need to spell out everything for them. Know what I mean?
background. That was both clever and hilarious. It's at this point Lori realizes she made a huge
Okay, Arian, like I said, you probably need to be 18 or older to participate in the show. I doubt they're ever going to do like a kids version or anything like that.
mistake by choosing the wrong person and needed to get out of that month-long cruise and toxic relationship ASAP. She goes off to find Jeremy, only to discover that the Jeremy she saw on the show was not the same Jeremy she found
Wait, come to think of it, how did she even get his address?
in a trailer somewhere in Oregon. The real Jeremy explains
Wait, she went all the way to Oregon to... Okay. She went... Okay, you know what? I don't know if it's actually mentioned somewhere in the writing or in the script, but she went all the way from Michigan to Oregon just to find Jeremy? Oh my gosh, I didn't even realize. I thought he just lived right outside Royal Woods or whatever.
the situation, and that's when Lincoln's little scheme is exposed.
Yeah, okay. In retrospect, yeah, I can see even more why Lori's mad. She went all the way to Oregon for nothing.
Lori then travels down to Mexico to tell Jeremy that she figured out who he really was and what he had been doing. It's at this point both she and Bobby admit that they really are meant for each other.
From Lori's point of view, it completely checks out, even if the narrative doesn't convey it well enough. Bobby, on the other hand, the breakup was not warranted to begin with, but everything that led back to them getting together from his end, yeah, no, not a fan.
In the end, they get back together, effectively restoring the
To the surprise of absolutely no one.
romantic status quo they once had. As satisfying of an ending it might be for some, I have some critiques about this.
Yeah, you wouldn't be the first, homie.
First off, I can't be the only one thinking how incredibly rushed the reconciliation was.
Yeah. One moment, it's just Lori questioning Lincoln, and we cut to the next day, and Lori's already back in Mexico talking to him.
These two only had 1 minute to restore their relationship back to where it was before season 10.
Like, you could have given him a phone call, you could have FaceTimed him, you could have done something other than traveling all the way to Michoacan and hope for the best.
Predictably, you already knew these two were going to get back together.
Yes.
But to have them do so with very little runtime left just felt very
Like, it's crazy how you had a half hour's worth of screen time to address this whole plot, and the most fundamental element still felt so rushed.
forced. This
Like, I'm telling you, this pacing was come to think of it, this pacing was terrible.
is another reason why the story needed some revisions. Had Lori chosen Jeremy instead of Jet, there would have been another 4 minutes to build towards the reestablishment of Lori x Bobby.
Uh-huh.
During their dinner date, Lori and Jeremy could have another wholesome conversation, and something would lead to Jeremy revealing himself as Bobby. Now you would think Lori
Yeah, you would think he'd take off the wig as soon as the show ended, but I guess it would have got him arrested for impersonating a contestant? I don't know, man.
would be mad at Bobby for deceiving her on national
Like, there is definitely a couple of plot holes.
TV, but she wouldn't be mad at all. Lori was already expressing some regret about breaking up with Bobby at the beginning of the episode. So if you apply my story revisions and couple it with how she viewed Jeremy and why she had such a strong attraction to him, Lori realizing that Bobby was actually the right guy all along would dampen those initial feelings of deception.
Yeah.
Bobby went through so much just to try to get her back, and even Lori could admit something similar. But hold on, there would be another 2 or 3 minutes of runtime left. How can you end the episode without taking the predictable route of resetting the Lori x Bobby status quo as if nothing had really changed for the better?
Okay, now I'm just confused. But I'll let him keep talking.
Easy. You make them a couple again, but you take their relationship to the next level. I don't know if I'm the
Is this why people kept telling me, oh, I'm surprised Bobby didn't propose to Lori right then and there?
only one who thinks this, but I believe this episode missed out on the biggest opportunity to show Lori and Bobby getting in.
I mean, on one hand, yeah, it would have been a nice follow-up to her little subplot in No Time to Spy where she caught the bouquet. But on the other, guys, they're 18 years old. Yeah, I'm not really an expert, a marriage counselor, or anything along those lines, but I think 18 is way too young to be married. Like, yeah, they're both employed, they both have living residences. But the fact of the matter is, if they're gonna make an engagement work, they gotta cut the long distance. Bobby gotta move back, Lori has to move in with him, something along those lines. And considering both of their jobs, especially Lori, since she just got a new one, how the heck would that play out? You know what? I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna stop monologuing. Let him finish.
To be honest, I was kinda hoping that would happen when Cupid's Harrow was first announced.
Wait, really?
A marriage proposal would have been a good way to end the breakup story arc. Unfortunately, because of the limited runtime
and all these cluttered narrative choices, but you know what? Why split
the
hairs?
fact Bobby never once suggested the idea of marriage at any point in the episode, we couldn't get that kind of ending. Once again, this is why.
And even then, like I said, it just wouldn't sit right with me. Maybe it's just a personal nitpick, but I don't know, man.
The episode needed a revision with Lori choosing Jeremy over Jet, and Bobby dropping some hints about wanting Lori to be more than just his girlfriend. At least then there would have been ample time to make their individual character journeys.
And even then, come to think of it, the idea of him proposing right after they got back together, yeah, that would not sit right with me. Then again, he did mention that they never should have broken up in the first place. I don't know, man.
Heartfelt reconciliation.
Like, this storyline is just all over the place. Like, it's hard to tell what's actually canon and what's actually just a fan-made revision.
And potential wedding preparations.
Just because most of it is so forgettable and what isn't is just problematic. Like, I'm telling you, man, why do I try to get invested in this stuff?
Feel more natural. I know I'm recycling the marriage plot point from Pop Pop the Question, but it would have added an extra layer to both characters saying that their significant other is the one, as in the only one. If anything, Lori and Bobby getting engaged would have made for a good movie, maybe the kind that signals the end of the series.
I don't know. If you're gonna, okay, is it just me, guys, or should a hypothetical series finale more or less revolve around Lincoln? Not necessarily Lori and Bobby, of all people. Just saying. Also, I said this on Discord. You guys, all 20-something of you, you have no business being here. You followed. How did this play out exactly? Hey, you want to go to Michoacan to watch your sister get back with her ex? Like, what? Why are you guys here? Are they just here to remind us, hey, remember us, the Casa Grandes, we got canceled? Maybe we can get reinstated? Like, what? Why are you here?
I know I'm repeating a talking point I once made about the No Time to Spy movie, but still, knowing that Lori once had plans to marry Bobby and start a family.
Okay, to be fair though, she was basically a teenager at the time. It's basically just a fantasy that most young men and women have, or at least the ones that aspire for marriage.
With him, not to mention
regardless of age, guys. Just putting it out there.
The bouquet at her grandparents' wedding, you would think this season 11 episode would officially put all those future plans.
Oh my gosh, it's season 11 and we're not even done with season 9, guys. What is this scheduling? Oh boy.
Into action. Given the longevity of their relationship.
Hey, where is this shot from?
Seeing these two get married would be the most logical endpoint after all these years.
Sora. Guys, I don't know how many young ladies I have in this chat or grown women. But the fact of the matter is, most kids who actually develop feelings for the opposite gender and whatnot, or at least most that want to get married when they grow up, they do have fantasies every now and again. Fantasies of having children, fantasies of the wedding, fantasies of sharing the first slice of cake, feeding each other the first slice of cake.
Oh, it sounds like I'm harping on this a lot
It seems generic, but it's also, relatively speaking, it is human nature.
more than I should, and maybe it's just too much wishful thinking on my part. But with all things considered, I feel like this episode could have been a way bigger deal than it ultimately was. To be fair, we don't
Yeah. I don't know why we expect anything out of this franchise anymore, unfortunately.
know what's going to happen with Lori and Bob
I don't mean to sound melancholy, it's just it is what it is, guys.
following this episode.
And I really get into it with this next video, mind you, which I'm still editing, but I can't because Paramount Plus is down and I can't get the B-roll footage. Ugh. You know what, the more I think about it, the more frustrated I get.
Is one of them going to move to the country where their significant other is living?
That's what I'm saying. What now? We kind of left it open-ended. Like, okay, they're back together, but the fact of the matter is, their long-distance relationship, their distance just got even bigger. He lives in Mexico now? Are they just gonna, like, okay, back then, she could just drive 3 hours to spend time with Bobby, but now what? Is she gonna take a plane every time? Is she gonna move to Michoacan? Is she gonna quit the job she just had? Is he gonna close down the business extension he just established? I'm so lost, guys.
Are they going to resume the long-distance relationship they had going on since season 2? Or was this entire Lori and Bobby...
Okay, to be fair though, Devin, in some ways the early seasons of the show did have direction, and Dan Schneider had little to nothing to do with that. Though I guess the network more or less was in shambles when they had to dismiss him after all the allegations. Okay, not really allegations. Most of it did happen. Just ask Jeanette McCurdy.
Up storyline, just part of a ratings trap to generate interest and get the audience's attention. On the surface, and at the time of this recording, that's what it really feels like. Lori and Bobby went through many changes over the course of a year, according to Lori, and suddenly from out of nowhere...
Wait, say that again?
Through many changes over the course of a year, according to Lori, and suddenly from out of nowhere they realized they missed each other and wanted to get back together.
Like I said, from Lori's end, it checks out. From Bobby's, it came out of nowhere, and he did nothing to prove that he actually deserves Lori in that way. Just because this plot, like I said, this plot just settled for a generic nice guy finishes first conclusion instead of just whatever Bobby, instead of relying on Bobby's actual identity, which he definitely has had throughout the years.
Go through an emotionally mature breakup, having them deal with the fallout, and then resetting the status quo as if nothing had happened just feels too basic and cheap. If nothing significant...
You know what? That's a really good way of putting it. Just basic and cheap. Like, they really do... They could have easily gone into the nuance of the characters, who have had 10 seasons worth of screen time to actually make something out of, but they just went with a generic love story, if you can even call it that.
If it happens with their relationship following this episode, it's just going to make their entire breakup come off as pointless and a big waste of time in retrospect.
Yeah.
I could be wrong about all of this, and maybe the circumstances of their relationship will change later on. But at the time of this video being released, I'm just going to assume that the show simply wrote an entire storyline about Lori and Bobby ending their relationship and then getting back together as if...
Come to think of it, guys, you could pretend this entire story arc is not canon and nothing would change. That's how insignificant it all was in the grand scheme of things.
They never broke up at all, and it was all done to boost television ratings. It would be extremely disappointing if that turned out to be the case. Well,
I'm gonna be honest, guys. If their goal was to instigate good ratings with some sort of romantic drama, can we just go back to the whole triangle between Stella, Lincoln, and Ronnie Ann, please? Just saying. Because I do get into that in my next video.
The ending is a happy ending no matter how you get to it, so there you go.
In some ways it does check out, but for the most part, yikes, man.
Overall, as much as I want to tear this episode anew...
Although, okay, I will say this though, that fedora, bro is rocking it. Like, that fedora with the little bow in the corner, I kind of want that. Okay, not fedora, bucket hat.
And consider it among the worst of the...
Is it a bucket hat? I don't know what it is, but point is, I think it looks good on him.
I honestly don't think it's a bad episode at all. Disappointing in some areas, yes, but not truly all.
Mostly bad. I would say maybe a 5 out of 10. Like, I don't know, guys. When it comes to giving it a 1 out of 10 rating, like, I feel like I'm a little too stingy sometimes. Like, very rarely will you get a 10 out of 10. Will I give a show in this, an episode in this franchise a 10 out of 10? The only times this has ever happened is 3 different instances. My top 3 episodes in my best episodes video. Those are the only 10 out of 10s you're ever going to get out of me.
Awful. Regardless of my criticisms about character direction and predictable storytelling, no matter how rushed it might be, the episode doesn't do anything fundamentally wrong to the point where you begin to hate everything about it.
Yeah, okay. If you're putting it nicely.
You pretty much knew that Lori and Bobby were going to get back together, with Lori kind of foreshadowing it at the beginning by
Like, I don't know, guys. Like, when I say 1 out of 10 or whatever, I'm basically... Think of basic academia grading. 10 or a 9 is an A. An 8 is a B. A 7 is a C. A 6 is a D. And anything below that is an F. The worst letter you can get. So anything that's lower than a 6, I think it's objectively bad. Think of it that way.
saying she thought Bobby was the one before their initial breakup.
So yeah, maybe a 5, maybe a 6, I don't know.
I truly do believe that with some changes to the story I mentioned throughout the video, this episode could have been a whole lot better and a real game changer. Rather than simply resetting the status quo between Lori and Bobby as if their breakup never even happened.
What else is new with this resetting the status quo? What else is new with this franchise?
It could have added a few things to make their breakup and
like, give me some layers on Bobby. Like, just giving Bobby actually a means that proves that he knows Lori better than anyone. That's all you needed, and you would have spared yourself at least half of the problems with this episode.
Eventual reconciliation feel more purposeful in the grand scheme of things. I know a marriage proposal might have been asking a little too much, but it would have added more meaning to each character referring to their significant other as the one.
I guess, but again, okay, even if I was cool with them getting engaged at the ripe old age of 18, I don't know. Like, typically, like, I don't know. I guess it depends on the individual couple. Like, for all you know, the engagement could last until they're like in their 20s or whatever. Like, I don't know. It's complicated. Romance is complicated, guys. I'll leave it at that.
Still, seeing Lori and Bobby
not that this episode really conveyed those nuances, but it's complicated.
Their relationship was a good enough payoff to their temporary breakup, so I can't be too critical of that. Some other
really, Swab? I mean, I don't know. When you say 5 out of 10, when you give something a 5 out of 10, do people think, oh, it's mediocre? Oh, it's actually not bad. Like, really? Like, I don't know what better way to go at it.
Minor highlights included the cameos from miscellaneous background.
Like, when people see a film getting reviewed on Rotten Tomatoes and the score is like a 53%, do they think it's a good do they think it's a good movie or a good show?
Characters watching and talking about the Dreamboat on TV, the return of Ronnie Ann, and of course the return.
Come to think of it. Wait, say that again?
Watching and talking about the Dreamboat on TV, the return of Ronnie Ann.
Was this the first time we've seen Ronnie Ann since the movie? Since the Casa Grandes movie back in 2024? Holy crap, has it really? Oh my gosh, bro. The fact that the lead of their spinoff has been gone for 2 freaking years. What does that say about these producers, these screenwriters, these producers, these executives, the priorities of anyone involved in the show?
And of course, the return of her entire family. It's hard to believe.
Okay, if that's the case, Arian, then yeah, I'll give it a 4 out of 10. If that's the criteria we're going with.
I believe that this is the first time since season 7 that the entire Casa Grande family has appeared in a Loud
Oh my gosh.
House episode.
And they had absolutely zero reason to be there. None of them had to be here, especially not Arturo. Like, seriously, how did this go down? Hey, want to go to Michoacan to see Bobby get back with his ex? Like, how did... This is so stupid, man.
Not much I can say about Jet other than he may look like the perfect and ideal guy, but he's toxic as hell, and thank God Lori dumped his ass before they moved to Aspen.
Which, honestly, it just seems a little... It seems like a really big tonal whiplash, but at the same time, it does preserve a certain symbolism that just makes me forget all that. Like I said, Lori was just too caught up in the idealism of everything. The brewing university, working in Paris, marrying a rich guy who's a doctor and lives in Aspen or whatever. Like, yeah, she's just too caught up with all this, like I said, not to be too stereotypical, all this generic white girl fantasies.
There was also the camera-obsessed Dreamboat host Brian Seavest, an obvious nod to...
Yeah, at least try to be subtle with your names, writers, please. Like the Gordon Ramsay knockoff from a couple seasons ago. What was his name? Like if I watched that whole episode with my eyes closed, would I have guessed that it's a Gordon Ramsay knockoff? Probably, but the name wouldn't have been any clues. What was his name? Guy Grazer, something like that.
Brian Seacrest, and of course, Lori's dreamboat attire was super cute. So despite a few
Yeah.
missed opportunities
Okay.
and being left with the feeling that everything regarding Lori and Bobby's relationship was just part of an elaborate scheme to get viewers to tune in to the show, this was still a decent start to season 11. Not a perfect start, but not a terrible.
Was it really a start to season 11 though? Because again, this production scheduling is all over the place, so I don't know where to put this in whatever excuse we have of a timeline.
One either. With that said, I give Living the Dreamboat a 7 out of 10.
That is
Well,
way
folks,
too way too generous if you ask me.
That concludes my review of Living the Dreamboat. So I gotta ask, what did you guys think of this episode? Sound off in the comments below, and be sure to click that subscribe
You know, if we're using letter grades, I would say a middling, a high D. How about that? A high D. How about that? Not an F, not a C, just a really high D. Like say 69. Okay, no, you know, that's gonna get memed. A 68. Thank goodness there's a number between 67 and 69, because otherwise I'd be stuck in cringe meme purgatory.
button for more Loud House
Uh.
content. That's going to do it for me. I'll catch you guys.
But with that being said though, guys, we'll leave it at that. And you know what? Since I did watch it all the way through, I may as well drop a like. Just basic content creator courtesy. But with that being said though, guys, I'm gonna set up the Switch, we're gonna play a little bit of Odyssey, and then I'm gonna call it and just pray and hope that Paramount Plus fixes itself by the time I'm done here. So I'll be right back. Chat. Literally, the moment I speak about it, it's back. So now I'm a little conflicted. Do I end the stream now and get back to Nah. I owe you guys some Odyssey. I want to play some Odyssey. I want to make some progress. I want to get some moons. So I'm going to go back to setting up the Switch. I'll be right back. Okay. Assuming I did everything right. Okay, we did it. No complications this time, at least as far as I can tell. So, let's see, what time is it? It's 1:20, guys, so I think I'm gonna stop at around 2:30, maybe 2? Like, I don't know. All I know is we're just gonna spend the rest of the stream grinding a little bit of... Wait, hold on. Hold on. There you go. Just gonna grind a little bit of Odyssey, and then I'm gonna get back to editing, cause I really just want to. Hopefully, I can get this video done before the end of the day, guys, and maybe upload it tomorrow afternoon. We'll just have to wait and see. Wait, am I gonna get this tutorial every time I boot up the game? All right.
Mario Odyssey!
I didn't even realize he said Odyssey. Something about Mario just saying the title of his name in the Mario voice, like, I don't know, man. I just think it's extra charming. With that adorably stereotypical Italian accent, as ironic as that might sound. But alright. Back at Postarena. I'm sorry, let me say that in my Mexican accent. Postarena. Wait, I get to keep the sailor hat? Oh, great. That's good. That's so great. I like that. Wait, how do I dive into the hat again? There you go. I'm telling you, it's so hard to get... For whatever reason, maybe it's just because I'm used to Galaxy controls, but it's so hard to getting used to these ones. So cold. Everything just froze all of a sudden. Come on, taxi, been waiting forever. Am I just gonna give them all a Speedy Gonzalez accent? Oh, welcome to our shop. I am frozen to the cold. No one would buy you our freezy treats now. Aww. Oh my gosh, you know what? That would be a booming business in a desert. Like freaking frozen treats. That's so sad, man. Think about just seeing a... I'm just now realizing my capture card is crackling like crazy. Give me a moment, guys. It wouldn't be no stream would be complete without Elgato having technical issues. Take your time, Elgato. I got nowhere else to be. At least for the next hour or so. We good now? At least I want to believe so. Oh, is this where you change your outfit or just the hat? Hey, we said two kinds of coins. Coins and coins. You can use coins anywhere, but coins only right here. And I just realized I have absolutely zero of them. Okay, it's every outfit. It's all kinds of outfit. Wait, what's this? A sticker, but where do you put it? I'm guessing on the ship? And also a cowboy outfit. Also a poncho and a sombrero, which actually looks really good on him, I'm not gonna lie. I'm telling you, man, there's a lot of fictional characters that can actually rock a poncho. Between him and Ronnie Yen, I don't know, you can take your pick. What indie animation I like the best? I don't really get much into it, Arian. Like, the only reason I got into Digital Circus was because... Wait. I can just buy a... I don't know what I'm more baffled by. The fact that he's selling this mystical source of power for money? Or the fact that I can literally put Mario in his underwear? Okay, I can't afford it anyway, so I guess I'll just take this. So what happens? Just like that? Okay. Mario wins by doing absolutely nothing. What was I saying, Arian? The only reason I got into Digital Circus in the first place just because a friend recommended it. That's really it. Oh, this is where you change. Okay. Use this closet to change any time. You're the fanciest dude in all of Mexico. Okay, I can actually jump. Wait, can I actually balance on the wires? Or... Okay, I can't reach that. All about your freezy treats. You know what, guys? I don't care if it's raining. If I'm craving ice cream, I'll have ice cream. So I kind of want to do it here. But I guess it's the big ask out of this game. Ew. Okay, I thought that was like a scorpion or something. It's just a little gecko or lizard. I don't know the technicalities for all these reptiles, if I'm being honest. There's an entire speedrun focused on getting the swamp. I wish I didn't know that, but okay. More power to the internet, I guess. Although, I think it has enough power as is. Wait, hold on. Can I actually stand on this? Oh. I can stand on the pole, but can I balance on the wires? Apparently not. Wait, so I don't even need the parasol? I can just... Okay, that's how that works. What about you, though? No, hey, hang on. Hold on. Can I push this? Can I ground pound it? Yeah, I'm not sure what to make of this. Oh, that's how you get to it. What is the secret you're seeking? I know it. I know it. Plaza C, desert gardening. Yeah, I'm not sure how to work with that. Wait. Hold on. Oh! I was about to say, I hear a moon, but it's literally right in front of me. Well, that's that. What's in here, though? Swamp. Bro, I'm letting your comment in, but YouTube won't let me post your comment. It's called nipple percent speedrun. Why? You know what? That's another why. Hold on. Hold on. Also, I love the fact that they're using the minigame music for Mario 64. There's a prize in this party room, but to find it, you'll have to feel it. Feel the rumble. Let it move you to the prize. Okay, did I turn rumble off? Hold on. Okay, rumble is on, so... I don't get it. I feel no rumbling, and Am I just supposed to stand still in a particular square, or... You know what, let him talk again. Yeah, guys, I'm drawing a bit of a blank. Favorite 3D Mario, but you can't get past Bowser's Kingdom. Thanks for the frustrating boss battle. Really? Huh. Okay, I have no idea what I'm doing here, but it's worth a power moon. Guys, if you want to backseat me for this, then please, by all means. Yeah, because I have no idea what I'm doing here. I guess just go through every square one by one, but... well, I'll worry about it later. I don't want to spend all day in there. What are you? A little rocket? I don't know what to make of that. We're going on a trip in a... Wait, hold on, come back! Could I have captured that bird? I don't know. There's got to be a reason he's glowing like that, right? I don't know, man. You ever get lost? You head for that bright glowy light, okay? But that glowy light is up on... Never mind. I have no idea what I'm doing here. Oh! I didn't even notice. Wait, can't I just overwrite them myself? I guess the game won't let me. Ah, there is the music. You know what? I will give credit. This is a very unique desert setting. The sand being a red color, like the ancient ruins, like just being, like, I don't know. Something about it just, it also stand out compared to other desert settings, which is saying something for this franchise, because it does use the desert setting a lot. I don't know why I felt the need to ground pound that, I just did. And you know what? The game rewarded me. Oh. Something about the color of this sand, though, guys. It's really... I don't know how I feel about it. It just sits right with me, know what I mean? Okay, more coins. You know what? I've come to realize that I definitely need all the coins I can get. Wait, what's this? Oh. Okay. Is that how I climb it? Okay. No, wait, no. Oh, you know what? Turn off motion controls. They're driving me crazy. I'm not gonna lie. When do they not? And thank goodness you can turn them off. Okay, this game is immediately goated. This game is immediately goated. Wait, how do I get off this thing? Okay, there you go. Who's holding Lily in my channel tab? What? That's just a meme from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. It's freaking Rosa. Rosa Diaz from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I've only had Lily for a day and a half. Ow! Okay, that's on me. I've only had Lily for a day and a half. If anything happened to her, I would kill everyone in this room and then myself. I want to get over there, but I don't think I can do it from here. Can I? Probably not. Yeah, I'm guessing there's a lever there, but it looks frozen. Yep, okay. I'm guessing I have to bring back the heat somehow. You know, you'd think a place with the sun glowing at all times. You'd think it would have been. Wait, what's a oh my Wait, was that because I touched the cactus? Bro, the details on this game, man. Holy crap. A little bit Tails, but honestly, Animal Crossing, Minecraft, anything along those lines, it's just never really been my thing. So I don't know. Like, it's just really not my preference in terms of what I want to play on stream. I feel like it just gets boring really fast. Oh! Yeah, I remember seeing this in the promos, so... Still, though, it's a pretty crazy concept. The idea of possessing a bullet bill... Wait, did he get a mustache? I couldn't see it. He does. Wait, that's it? How do I get off, though? Do I just... Okay. And there's a timer on it. It's gonna blow up eventually. Oops. Okay, I thought this was the poisonous sand. Wait, can I grab on this too? Okay, apparently I can. Oh gosh! Okay, okay, it doesn't kill me immediately. Thank goodness. Okay. Ow. Okay. Oops. What happens if I just realized Mario even gets... Hold on. Okay, I'm not gonna take damage again to show it, but he was covered in soot from getting hit by the bullet. That's such a fun... Bro. Are you sure this game is from 2017? It feels like it has so much more detail than I ever would have expected. It's kind of crazy. Wait, can I stand on that? Or... Okay, I can. Neat. Okay, that's actually kind of cute. You got like a bit of a ricochet going with the cactuses. Wait, I just realized I can't throw my hat in 8-bit. That's kind of disappointing. But hey, what are you gonna do? Wait, hold on. Hold on. Just like that, another moon. Okay, never mind. It flies away. Is it gonna fire another one? Okay. So now what? Do I wait for another bullet bill, or is it even gonna target me? It probably will, by the looks of it. Okay, here we are. Now what? Ow. Wait, does he have needles on his nose again? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, dude. Okay, I can move down or I can press ZL. You know what? It's nice to have options, I guess. Wait. Okay, one. Why did that one get a cutscene? And secondly, he still has the needles on his nose in it. Un shot in the sand, compadre. Okay, I'm gonna stop. You know what? I'm definitely milking the Latino jokes. Even though I am Latino, even though I do speak Spanish fluently. Hey, what's this? I'm guessing. Sometimes I wonder to myself, I am a very stupid person. Now I have to climb this all over again, avoid the bullets, climb the tower, all that jazz. Ow. Okay, that's on me for rushing it. At least the platform comes back, but that was still very stupid of me. Yeah, not my finest move. Okay, it just launches the hat further. Wait, can I break these? Okay, apparently not. Okay, you do want to throw the hat eventually. You get money out of it. Neat. That's kind of terrifying, I'm not gonna lie. Ow. Steady. One more hit and I'm dead. Do I just jump off? Okay, I jump off. Do I? Oh! Wait, why would I want to... Ah, okay. I don't know what you are, but I like you already. Wait, does he actually talk to me? Or he just runs? Oh gosh, oh. Okay, the platform is still there, but I just realized I just got that guy killed. I don't know what you are, but I think you're adorable. Hold on. Wait, hold on. You know what? Just to be sure. Wait, you can't even jump. I just realized. Yeah, just walk straight and back. Okay, I can do that. I can do that. Excuse me, birdie. Oh, wait, you're right. I didn't even peep the footsteps. Hold on. Okay, I don't need the shades on to go through the platforms, which is nice. It's still a little scary, though. Hey, what's that little sound he's making? Yeah. Is that all I'm gonna need this guy for? Cousins of Nosepass? Yeah. Come to think of it, yeah, they kind of do look like Nosepass. Okay, so I'm guessing the moon will spawn here, and then I can get the... Okay, I see it. I see it. But I already went through there, so... You know, maybe I need to follow Bowser's footsteps. Hold on. Okay, the trail vanishes, so now what? Hold on. No, I guess a cactus is just unbreakable. Huh. Yeah, I don't know what to make of this. So now what? Okay, we already went through that elevator, so... Is this a dead end? I don't know. Okay, there's one more, but we're still missing one. Oh my god! Oh my gosh! Okay, I was about to say. Ugh. I keep thinking the platforms will disappear as soon as I take off the shades. For whatever reason. Maybe I'm just being ridiculously paranoid. Hey, what's over here? Nothing apparently. Okay, it's just the other side. Is that the broken bridge we saw earlier? Nick, maybe save it for Discord, but odds are Mr. Chloe probably uploaded it to his Twitter. I'll probably check it out there, no problem. I can probably check it out there, no problem. Hold on. Okay, can these guys take down cactuses? Cacti? Cactui? What is the plural of cactus? Is it just cactus? Because there are instances where the plural of a word is just the very same word. Cacti? Okay, he doesn't get hurt by them, but he can't break them. So now what? I'm not gonna lie, I feel kind of lost. If anyone wants to tell me where to go, then by all means. Like, just for the sake of keeping the stream entertaining, like, yeah, I don't think it's gonna be any fun if I just stay on this dead end for a while. Oh, there it is. Never mind. Okay, we're good. I'm guessing this bridge will open as soon as I get the moon, but don't quote me on it. And we get a cutscene again. For some reason. Or the door to the temple opens. Wait, temple, pyramid? Wait, I just realized it's an upside down... Is it supposed to be an upside down pyramid? Yeah, it is a pyramid. How did I not... Okay, I'm dumb. I'm dumb. I'm very dumb. I am a very stupid Seabass. So, now what? Wait, hold on. You have an exclamation point. That means you're important. Things are heating up at the inverted pyramid. You must be trying to steal our legendary binding band. I should hope they don't steal our precious artifact. What about you? No, 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 my beautiful sheep. The three of them have escaped. Now I'll never get them back. What sheep? I mean, these ones? Wait, hold on. No, wait! Moving on. Okay, he respawns, but still, that did not feel right. Oh my gosh, this is horrible! Okay, I just gotta chase him back to the pen. Okay. Okay. No gratuitous animal cruelty. What is this, an episode of JoJo? Ding 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 ding. I like the little jingle. Speaking of random side quests, though, what the heck are you?
Hey, we went out.
Why did he sound like a Okay, what? There is so much on the screen that I have so many questions about. One, an actual realistically human-looking NPC. Two, a triple moon frozen in that little ice, in the ice over there. Actually, it's just those two things, but still. Wait, what's in here? Alright, sure. I just realized I heard that sheep. Okay, I'm guessing I'll get another moon if I bring them all back. Here's a second one. I really do not want to hit him with a hat, even if it is convenient. Oh gosh, Tails, what did you do? Tails, what did you do? You know what? I'll look at it in a bit. Hold on, let me get the sheep first. I love the fact that they're wearing little sombreros though. Oh gosh, Tails, I heard the alert. That was you, wasn't it? What? Yeah, accurate. That's accurate. That's very accurate. Okay, back to business. Back to business before I feel any worse about this. He really did do the whole Kirby in a pit meme. All that's missing is a scream. You know what? I can edit that myself probably. Where's the other sheep though? I'm gonna think of it. Do I want to find it before I go back? Before I go in? Wait, what's that over there? Okay. Huh. Where's the other sheep, though? You know what? I kind of want to do the sheep quest first, if anything. You think it would be in plain sight, though? I saw a weird couple going to the pyramid. I think they're going to see our celebrated binding band. Yeah, see might be a bit of an understatement, homie. I'll tell you that much. Okay, seriously, where's the other sheep? Okay, if I take too long in finding it, I'm just gonna go into the pyramid. Oh, yeah, another moon. But, yeah, I really don't know how to get to it yet. Or maybe I'm not meant to. You know what? Screw it. Screw it. I want this to be a little more exciting. Let's go in. Hey, hold on. What is this music? Wait, even the bullet bill gets like a little flashlight? Okay, hold on. That's kind of crazy. I like this place already. Wait for it. Okay, we got a bit of galaxy mechanics with the inverted gravity. Okay. I see you, game. I see you, Odyssey. I see you. I'm guessing that's just coins, but you know what? It's not worth the trouble. Yeah, my death was greatly exaggerated. Wait, come to think of it, guys, next week, I think Gru vs. Megamind Death Battle drops, and you know what? We're definitely reacting to that on stream because, well, I'm not too crazy about the idea of power scaling. It's two very iconic characters that I grew up with, relatively speaking. Okay, that might be a bit of an overstatement, but y'all know what I mean. Wait, what's over here? Yeah, I knew there was something here. I knew it. Just a little crack. It seemed a little too suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Moving on. So, back to the ruins? Okay. Oh my gosh, they turned into real bullets. And I'm guessing I might need one. Hold on. Yeah, I do. Okay. Wait, what's breaking those walls? Is it the bullets? Okay, it is the bullets. Okay, I'm gonna need one. I'm gonna need another one. Hold on. Hold on. Helicopter, helicopter. Hold on. Nope, I did not do that right. Okay. Do I get like a big prize if I... Do I get like a big prize if I take them all out in one blow? I don't think so, but I guess we'll never know. Yeah. 2 bald-headed iconic villains who debuted in the same year, by the way. I'm gonna think of it, their backstories are relatively similar, but you know what? They're different enough, but I think it's a little funny that they both debuted in 2010 with a very similar premise. Oh, it's these guys again. The Tricks mascots? I forgot their names. I forgot their names already, guys. I'm not gonna lie. Brutals, right. Looking for the binding banshams? Too bad, the boss has it now. And you guys ain't invited to the wedding. Oh. I just hit her with the... Nope, okay. It's not that simple. Do I throw the bomb back at her? Yeah, okay. I figured. Suddenly she's a UFO. Dropping bombs. And she's kind of crazy. Oh gosh, never mind. Okay, I thought you were cute at first, but no. I don't like crazy. I don't like crazy girls, thank you very much. Wait, just hitting the bomb just canceled out the whole... Okay. Still though, this fight is really easy. I'm guessing that's it. Yep. Silly rabbit. Tricks are for kids. Okay, I'm not gonna lie though. I'm not gonna get sick of this little leitmotif with the big moons. Or triple moons? Big moons? Ah, same difference. Multi... Okay, there's actually a completely different name for it. Multi-moon. So now what? Suddenly it's nighttime. And... it's not as easy getting back into the pyramid, apparently. Okay, it's a completely different set of missions now. And suddenly the Sarlacc pit from Star Wars? I don't know, man. Yeah, ironically, we were supposed to stop the cold weather, but I think we just made things worse for everyone. Ooh, this music, though. There's that eagle again. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can catch it this time. Nope, I'm gonna miss it again. Oh, that's how you try. Oh, okay. Okay. How did I not catch on to that before, if I'm being honest? Okay. Wait, can I not do that in the daytime? No, I probably could have. I just wasn't paying attention. Hold on, let me try that again. I'm curious. I am legitimately curious. Wait, what was that? Oh, it's those things from Mario Mon. Oh, okay. What are they called? Chinchos. Wait, so I can't kill them? I can just... I'm guessing they're like dry ones where you can't kill them, you can only stun them. Crazy night. Wish I could see what's happening at the pyramid, but it's dangerous out there. Okay, an AO counter over 9,000? Yeah. If we just ditched the Y counter and went with like an AO or an OK counter, yeah, it would... I think the counter would have crashed by now. I am speed. Wait, why would I want to jump off just for those coins? Okay, yeah, I've been here before, but... Yeah, screw it. I'm just gonna go into the hole. A to the yo. Do not clip that out of context. Oh, oh, Mario, I felt that, homie. Oh. Wait, where was I going? Right. Oh gosh, please don't tell me that's another moon. Okay, it's just the other one from earlier. Like, I don't know, guys. Something about just this game just handing me moons on a silver platter, it just doesn't sit right with me. Wait, does this KO me? No, it doesn't. Good. Oh gosh, do I have to ice skate here? No, but it is slippery. Steady. Oh gosh. More little... I want to call them tortilla chips, but I feel like that'd be a little too on the nose, considering the setting. Oh, wait, okay, I thought this Goomba would just get KO'd. Oh! I guess that's helpful, but... does it really make a difference? I guess it makes the trek a little easier, but the fact of the matter is, I want to keep throwing my hat. What does that do? Okay, it sets off a chain, but... wait, did it just... I heard something break, but I don't know what that was. Why do I get the feeling there's something up there and I just can't reach it yet? Hold on. Yep, okay, there's something up there. Hold on. Okay, yeah, it's just a Goomba stacking up blocks, some blocks. Not important. Ow! Why, bro? I'm one of you guys. Why are you attacking me? Okay. Oh, okay. I see how I can get there. Wait, I see it. Hold on. That means I need more Goomby boys. Okay, I'm gonna need a lot more than this. Hold on, hold on. Steady. Oh gosh, they're gonna get themselves killed, aren't they? Yep, so am I. I think I still need more, but how do I get them to respawn? Okay, there you go. That's how you do it. I'm guessing you need all of them. Or maybe this is enough? Okay, still though, this is kind of crazy. Yep, there you go. Oh wait, no, hold on. And I went through all that just for a... okay, this is getting kind of ridiculous now. And yeah, that's why. This has no business working. But alright, I'll take it. Okay, it counts if I ground pound it, thank goodness. Wait, do I need the Goomba stack now? I think I do. I think I still do, but hold on. Steady. Wait, what's over here? Okay, it's just a couple... You know what, screw it. I'm calling them tortilla chips, and nobody can stop me. I'm making freaking mac and cheese, and nobody can stop me! Wait, so do I ditch it now? Okay, I guess I do. Oh my gosh! Ow! Ow! Okay, I'm guessing I don't need it anymore. Wait, did they just... Okay, I see you, Bullet Bills. You're upping up your game. Respect. They're putting caps on themselves so I can't capture them as easily. You know what? Respect. Not good enough, but respect. I respect the hustle. I'm not gonna lie though, this is kind of... What is that thing? Oh gosh, is this gonna be like an IROC situation where... Wait, what's in here? Okay, not important, I guess. Let me guess, it's gonna come to life? It's gonna have like hands or whatever? Wait, hold on. Yep, okay. Yep, that's about what I expected. Where ring go? Oh. No, it wasn't. Okay, sure. Nice going, Bowser. You stole a ring from an ancient entity. I hope you're proud of yourself, man. Oh! Oh, is it like a bullet bill? Okay, okay. Okay, simple enough. Wait, what's that? Are those hearts? Okay, that's what that is. Oh gosh. Zahando ga kesu. Wait, can I capture it now or do I need to... Okay, I need to wait for him to... Yeah, do that. Okay, any part of the face works. It doesn't have to be on the nose or whatever. Okay, it's an interesting boss. At least it's relatively different from what I've seen before. Never mind, he's doing the hand trick that IROC did in 64. Ow. Okay, I need healing. I need healing. My gosh. I just healed myself just to take damage immediately after. Great. Is that it? Just 3 hits? Okay. Nothing personal, dude, but you shouldn't have jumped the gun. Man, bro gets robbed and then he gets destroyed literally the following night. Okay. Simple as that. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm not feeling that pizzazz that I got. That same feeling I got from getting Grand Stars in Galaxy. I'm not feeling it here. Probably just because we get multi-moon so often. So now what? Wait, is that what fixed the cold weather? Okay. Well, I guess there was some benefits to killing the guy. Do I want to go to the next one or do I want to keep exploring? You know, I'm not gonna lie, guys. I kind of want to go to the next one. I don't think we have enough anyways, though. Wait, how many? I want to say it was enough, but don't quote me on it. Yeah, we have 32. Yeah, okay. All right, Nick. Maybe I'll check it out if I'm not too busy tonight. Okay, guys, I honestly don't know which one to check out first, but I'm kind of leaning towards Lake Kingdom, not gonna lie. Even though I hate swimming. At least as far as platformers are concerned. Like, look at it, it's so pretty. It's like a freaking, I don't know what to call it, like a freaking Atlantis, for lack of a better term. Wait, am I allowed to change my mind? Apparently not. Okay, we're dead set. Yeah, I don't really have a choice. Okay. I was gonna leave it to chat, but screw it. I guess I was a little too impulsive there. Did he just say Mario time? That's cute. So now what? He kidnapped Yara. Now, okay, I don't need the Spanish accent anymore. Now with his binding band, he's got a wedding ring. Is he going to steal a whole wedding? Wait, now that I think about it, what's he gonna steal in the Lake Kingdom? Uh-huh. They're known for their fashion and yeah, okay, a wedding dress is what he's getting. Wait, I just realized, what time is it? It's 2:11. Okay. We're gonna screw around a little bit here and then we're gonna call it, guys, because like I said, I got a lot of work to do. See, look at this place, it's so pretty. Oh, there's the Brutals again. This place has mermaids? Or whatever you're called. My goodness. That monster's minions just stomped in here uninvited. They stole our local kingdom's finest lock lady dress. It's a tragedy. Of course. Oh, look at these little crabs. Wait, can I? Oh, they just... I didn't even have to KO them. They just turned into coins. Wait, a little bit closer. Nope, too far. There you go. I just realized... Wait. Weren't they all green until now? Now they're pink? You know what? It shows nice variety. Wait, even the currency has different colors? Bro, this game is... Okay. In terms of details, okay, this game is a 10 out of 10 so far. Holy crap. Okay, just more coins. What are you, though? Oh, just get all the notes in time. Okay. Hurry. Okay, I get a moon, but can I resurface in time, please? Okay, barely. Thank goodness. Oh, that's already 2, though. Ha, get it? Taking notes. I get it. You're looking for the water plaza. Wait, what? Say that again? The way in is right behind you. What's over here, though? Just more money, I guess. Money! Oh, I was about to say, what the heck am I on? Oh, it's a zipper. Wait, can I make it back up? Hold on, I kind of want to look around here before I go in first. More money, some... Again, I don't really get the point of all these pixel Marios in the corners, but... I guess it's just a fun little Easter egg? I don't know what to make of it, if I'm being honest. Broken the stairs up the water. Wow. Sheesh. Bro, Bowser's just laying waste everywhere he goes, doesn't he? Okay, what now? Okay, it's just more money. More... I guess I can't call them tortilla chips anymore. Are the Goombas wearing... Okay, I'm not gonna lie, they look kind of adorable. I think I just need to I see another moon, and it's freaking... Is that freaking Dory from 64? Oh, that is a throwback and a half. Although, to be fair, this game is like 9 years old. Have I considered playing the older games platforms? Wait, what do you mean, Tails? Oh gosh, I have to swim all the way there? Okay. Oh, but okay, we do get air bubbles though. Thank goodness. Okay, I gotta move quickly though. The air doesn't really last. I'm guessing these guys are not friendly. Yep, I can't even possess them. This music, though, it's kind of nice. Wait, I remember seeing the cheap shoes in the promos. Yeah, I can possess one. So I never run out of air. Wait, hang on, hang on. Okay, it's just coins, never mind. Yo, y'all listen to this music, though? Hold on. I'm gonna shut up real quick. Hi, Dory. Out of the way, please. Wait, where are you going? What? What do you mean, man? Why do you... Okay, I'm guessing he's getting married? Otherwise, why are you wearing the top hat? I don't know, man. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Ow! Okay, I deserve that. Put this rock here. Isn't it dreadful? Oh, I wish I could get rid of it, sweetie. Wait, can I? Hold on. Wait, hold on, hold on. There you go. Parkour! Alright, give me a cheap cheap. Give me a cheap cheap, please. Okay, I don't know if it's because of the tempo of the music, but it kind of reminds me of the actual song Beauty and the Beast, guys. Like, you know, tale as old as time. It definitely gives that vibe, know what I mean? And I mean that in the best of ways. I think it's a very beautiful song. And I guess the mermaids don't like cheap cheaps, now that I look at it. Alright, I get it. Your dress got stolen. Really not much else I can do, sweetie. In the lake? You mean this lake? I mean, it's already underway, man. Okay, sure. Am I really gonna concern myself with whatever outfit I'm wearing, guys? I don't think I am. I don't know. It just feels like yeah, the customization is nice, but on the other hand, it's a waste of currency. Although then again, what else are you gonna spend it on? If it's what I think it is, oh my gosh, really? Okay, I do not like that mission title, but sure. Wait, is there anything here? Or is it just... Yeah, it's just... Never mind, it's a dead end. Another Kitty Peach. And I guess that's it for this part of the area. No, wait, no. Hold on. Dress for the occasion. To get into the Lock Lady dress display window, you have to dress like a swimmer. Okay, I guess the outfits do matter in the grand scheme of things. Wait, if the dress is gone, then why is the door locked? Okay, I'm guessing I have to buy a swimmer outfit, whether I like it or not. Wait, is this what they expect me to buy? And I can't even afford it yet. Oh, gosh. What about you, though? Another moon that you buy with coins, which I definitely can't afford. Chat, does it count as swimming attire if I just wear the boxers? Probably not. You know what? Why do I even ask? Give me this, though. Lake Lamode. I just realized this lake has a name. It's not just called the Lake Kingdom. Alright. Can I get a Cheep Cheep, please? Or a means to breathe without trouble? Wait, what's in here? Okay, I'm guessing just another trial or whatever. Okay, hold on. This looks kind of fun. What's in here, though? Okay, I'm guessing I need a key of some kind. Obvious statement is obvious. Wait, what's over here? My death? Is that what? That's what that is. Okay. See another bridge. Oh gosh, I hate alternating pathways. I'm so indecisive which to go, so I just go with whatever's convenient. There's the moon. Is that it, though? There is no way. Oh, okay, that's kind of crazy. Hold on. That was very satisfying. I'm not gonna lie. Wait, so what's over here, then? Just coins? All right. Okay, I'm guessing it's just the one moon. If you're not here when I come back, have a nice week. All right, Tails. Take your... I would say take your time, but yeah, I am ending soon. In about 10 minutes. So yeah, take care, man. Oh, that's right. I was holding my breath. Wait, what's over here? An air bubble, another moon shard. And these things. Seaweeds, whatever you want to call them. I wonder if they have an official name. You know what? I'm a little surprised they weren't to capture in Mariamon, because I'm definitely seeing... Now that I'm playing Odyssey for myself, I'm definitely seeing a lot of representation for it in Mariamon in retrospect. Ow. Alright, but... Wait, can the Cheep Cheep break through these? Probably not. Yeah, okay. No, 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 no! Grab these coins, grab the Cheep Cheep, and then I'm off. Thank you very much. I think I need, like, what, 15? And also, there's the last moon shard. Hold on. Did y'all hear it too, right? Tale as old as time. Da, 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 da. It's not just me, right? Wow, the mermaids really hate Cheep Cheeps. Like, come on. I gotta be all elitist about it, to put it nicely. Wait, what happens if the Cheep Cheep gets on land? So... Oh! That's it? Okay. Sure. Taking notes on the cliffside. Okay. Okay, more of these. You know what? Okay, we only need 2 more. Thiefweeds? 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 You become quite skilled at being flat. Hold on, play that again. Hold on, what did he say? Okay, I shouldn't be insulted, but I need to see what he says. You've become quite skilled at being flat. Imagine if I was a grown woman with... Never mind. You know what? Never mind. You know what? Let's not delve in. Let's not delve into that kind of subject. What do you gotta say? Yeah, we know, sweetie, we know. I'll get them eventually. Is that a moon? Hold on. Okay, give me a Cheep Cheep. Give me a Cheep Cheep. Hold on. There's a moon, a couple coins. Excuse me. Okay, simple enough. Something about the way he swims with a little mustache. I think it's kind of adorable. Wait, hold on. Hold on. How do I get up there? Okay, we have enough coins. I'm guessing only through the lock lady, the room with the dress in it, or where the dress was. Okay, I can afford the swimmer outfit now, so let's work with that. Wait, you can get up through the roof with the shaft, and I'm guessing the shaft is where the dress is. Yep. Oh, sorry. Oh. Did not mean to jump past the shelves. Sorry. I am a civilized person. Do I only need... Okay, do I need the goggles, or do I need the whole attire, or will just the floaty and the swimsuit will do? You know, let's see. Okay, yeah, I only need the swimsuit. Okay. Never mind. Okay, fine. Cough up the money. And again, what else am I gonna use that currency for? It's specifically meant for this kingdom. I did it do. I'm telling you, man, where did they come up with this gibberish? Oh wait, I can grab to the ledge. Hold on. Oh crap. I really don't have a means to get back up there, do I? No, yes I do. I gotta be quick about it though. Because I'm guessing I'm gonna need every purple coin I can get, so I may as well grab those. There you go. Thank you. Thank you. I mean, it's a completely empty room. The very reason it's locked away is because it's gone, but sure, man. Wait, so now what? Wait, I just realized Cappy is the goggles. Why is that so crazy to me? Bro, then hold on. The names of these missions, I feel underdressed. Hold on. Wait, is that it? Wait, is this not how I get to the top? Okay, never mind then. Still though, it was worth definitely worth the moon. Can I get a cheap please? So... Oh, wait, never mind. Okay, never mind. It's just a random switch. So now what? Time trial? No, wait, no, it's just, oh, okay, this just opens a way back. Okay, I see it. Okay. Steady. Ow. I'm just not realizing. Is the reason these Goombas are yellow so I can distinguish them from the ones I can capture? Huh. That's a fun detail. Alright, which one is it this time? Yeah? I just realized he kind of did remind me of, he did give me Goofy vibes at first, and now he's basically quoting him. Oh yeah? You're too late. We already got the lock lady dress. And it even matches the boss's tuxedo, so no way we're giving it back. Oh yeah? Okay, simple enough. Is that it? Okay, simple enough. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, guys. These boss fights, they're really not that challenging if you ask me. Hopefully I don't eat my words later down the line, but I guess we won't find out for a while. Okay. More moons? Or, yeah, more moons. Okay, I'm not gonna lie though, Mario does look kind of cute with that swimming attire. So now what? I think that was it, because I didn't see any empty moon icons before facing the boss. So now I have to do the kingdom that I didn't choose the first time, or can we go straight to another one? Either way though, guys, yeah, okay, now it's to the Wooded Kingdom. Okay, we're just gonna land on it and then we're gonna call it there, guys. Bro, you might want to get inside while the ship is departing, dude. Just saying. I mean, I know there's a handrail and everything, but come on, bro. Not gonna lie though, I feel like we went through that kingdom a little too quickly, but that's just me. Whoever heard of a wedding with a stolen dress? Let's get after that tactless fiend. Yeah, that is true. Seeing as how we've got some time to kill, let's review some useful skills. Spin throw. When you're surrounded by enemies. Okay, I already know how to do this, man. Thanks for the lesson, though. Yeah, what does he have to get out of this? Oh, right, flowers. Okay, yep. So I'm guessing... Let's see. He's stolen a dress, he's stolen a ring, he's stolen a tiara, he's stealing flowers. What else does he need for a wedding? A banquet, maybe? Maybe a cake? Where's he gonna get a cake from, though? Wait, what, now that I think about it, what is he stealing from New Donk City? Because that is pretty much the most iconic setting from this game. I guess we'll find out soon enough. Okay, I'm not gonna lie though, this drip does not match the setting. I'm gonna change back soon enough. But alright guys, with that being said, the game did just save, and I said I'd stop at around 2:30, so... I'm gonna call it here. Thank you guys so much for sticking around. As always, if your heart so desires, subscribe to the channel, like the stream, and join the Discord. I'll post the invite when the stream is. I'll post an invite when the stream is over, or as soon as I get the chance, at some point today. So with that being said, though, guys, I will see you guys hopefully next weekend with no interruptions, and also hopefully this next video will be uploaded either by this time tomorrow or at some point next week. Because like I said, guys, I went through some serious delays thanks to that whole issue with Paramount Plus. So with that being said, though, guys, once again, I'm Siva signing out. Take care. Bye.
Mm.